so that is running. All right, who's next?
I can go. So, unfortunately, your question has made me rethink Fallon's backstory, and I've changed it almost completely. But short answer is she does not have anyone waiting for her at home. She cut all ties. She would like to think her brother is maybe thinking about her, but given the circumstances in which she left, she would not be surprised if he decided to forget about her entirely. And in 30 plus years, when she's done with the skulls, her thought is like, oh, I would like a quaint little magic shop. And in her fantasies, she likes the idea of her childhood crush being a part of it. But if she's being completely honest with herself, the crush was just a crush. And she really doubts that they would wait for her.
Okay. What kind of shop was it that she wanted to run?
Just like a little magic shop. She wonders that she wants to specialize in like grimoires and like magical trinkets.
Okay. Gosh, how do you spell grimoires?
Grim grimoire RE.
O-I-R-E-S. Okay, grimoires. And do you have a
It's very
name?
close to that.
Do you have a name for it, or is it too
For
soon?
the shop?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay.
I didn't think of a name for the shop.
That's okay. And is your brother the only living sibling remaining, or who?
Uh, Sibling, yes. Family, no.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Okay. Ben, give yourself a hero point. Nessa, give yourself a hero point. Who's next?
I, yes, great. Destiny. Destiny grew up in an okay village. Just, well, he was a farmer before he like got the skills. There's particularly no one specific that would be waiting for him. Just going back to his town to continue farming after he's done with the skulls. And yeah, he just wants to train people to be more along with nature
Okay.
to control the elements with them.
All right. And after retirement, would you settle down and have kids?
He is unsure.
Okay.
He's just going with the flow.
We sound like a bunch of sad sacks.
Bunch of loners.
None of us want to have children. No generations for the next of us.
No, no.
Well, also to be go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. No blood to fix everything you guys messed up in this campaign.
I mean, and to be fair, most of our stories are probably going to be pretty sad with no one around because people with good lives normally don't just leave and join a mercenary group.
That's right. It's true. All right. Boost, give yourself a hero point. Row or Arcane? Who's next?
I can go, I guess, since I'm already talking. Let's see. Hunter has no one waiting for him. He has no family, nothing at all. I guess the only person that he has outside of the people that we travel with, he has a pen pal, as it were, who is a skald or a bard from the land of the Leonord Kings, which is, for those of you who are not familiar, it's like a Viking type place in the northern part of this world. Her name is Braith Silversong, and Hunter got her information from like I don't know, like a bill from like one of like a quest board or something like that, where she's just looking for some inspiration to talk to like travelers for songs. So he wrote to her, telling her that he was a human person, and obviously not a small little cactus leshy, and they write letters back and forth, and like their letters are really long and poetic and kind of flowery. And that's about the extent of like the only like person he really connects to like on the outside world. And outside of that, so like in like 30 plus years going down kids, Hunter is not expecting to live that long. He doesn't think about the future. He's more of a kind of in the moment guy, but he kind of has his like business set to where he's not planning on living that long probably. So that's kind of his mindset.
Wow. Are you catfishing this person? They don't know that you're a plant person?
Correct. Yes, they think I told them I'm a human person, which I mean is technically only like half a lie. So we'll get into more in that later, maybe. But yeah, I'm telling them that I'm not a human person. Yeah, so they don't know that I am who I am.
I am a human person.
That's right.
Okay. Give yourself a hero
Okay.
point.
Mike-
Corina, are you with us yet? Or Brad? You too.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. My character, Ole Romay, says our clan believes that when you are born, you should be removed and relocated. That way, feelings of family can't create a bond, and this allows us to focus more on ourselves to become the best we can be. Do I love my family? I don't even know who they are.
Hmm.
Would I want to meet them someday? I don't know. It's not a priority. But maybe I will bump into them one day. This is where my loneliness, not I don't feel alone, but I spend a lot of time alone, and my apathy, which guards me well in being a bounty hunter. That's where that comes from. Comes back from my history. I've
Indeed.
had nobody care for me really.
Wow. If you ran into
Mm.
them, would you recognize them? Would they recognize you?
I wouldn't at all.
Wow.
I never met them. I don't know who they are.
Okay.
All I know is part of the same clan were my parents growing up, but they weren't my parents. So they
Interesting.
seem to make sure that you can't know who your real parents are.
Okay.
So I'm with everybody else. I don't have a family.
Wow. Some of
We
y'all
have a
have really
found family.
considered the your temporary status of being involved with the Skulls like a long-term life association, and it might have just been that for whatever reason you couldn't find better work at the time. Sure, there's a tattoo or a brand that's involved that may never go away, but people successfully come and go into mercenary work and lead full regular lives in a broad variety of things. So um, don't feel tied to the genre. But so this kind of makes sense. Is the little bit that I know about your characters. Whatever works for you. Mrs. VZ, are you with us? Ready to go? Oh, Brad, give yourself a hero point.
Okay.
To be fair,
Okay,
it doesn't
so-
just-
There she is.
So Ro kind of comes from her people are like they go through like what she's doing right now with the skulls is she's just kind of like making her way in the world, and as she's always been an observer, and she felt like when she was with her people that like her parents and her siblings that she had learned everything she could from them, and then so she decided to strike out and see what else was out there, and in doing that she wanted to see what else she could learn from other people. so that she could make her creations bigger and better and more helpful to her relatives that she left behind. She was the only artisan, or yeah, like the only creator in her family. As far as like, there goes the, um, as far as like creating robotics, like everybody else was into more weapons and armor, and so that's why she felt like she couldn't learn any more from them. So she decided to move out into the world. She
Does she have
plans to
someone
go
waiting
back.
for her? Yeah. Who's waiting for her back home?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, she waiting for her back home. Or like her parents. She has like two siblings. And she's closer to. She's closer to her mother, and so they have some correspondence together, just so that still feels kind of connected to them while she's going through this um, time of discovery. In about 30 years or so, I guess, she plans to go back and set up shop and hopefully be able to uh, help expand the knowledge of her people, while yeah, just I guess, yeah, she just wants to be able to go back, maybe set up a shop and help the people around her with the knowledge that she's gained.
Okay. Kids, retirement.
That was retirement. I don't know if she's into kids right now.
Okay.
Or she will be then, I guess. That's kind of up in the air.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Give yourself a hero point, and let's shake some dice. Get ready to roll. All right. So we find ourselves regrouped for the sake of time. Ben has rejoined us just as we were leaving the blacksmith, so we're going to take it back and drop all ourselves on that screen and start from there, if that's okay. And he now has some new knowledge that he has like gone, dropped off the kids, and come back.
Yeah, and with that, you see Eden. It's weird because he's plant-based, and I was saying this to Gary earlier, but you get the sense that he's like out of breath. I don't know how this would work for someone that doesn't have lungs, but his leaves are expanding, sure. And with that rushing and the pantingness of it, he'll exclaim that as he was delivering the kids, he found Trevor being overwhelmed by a bunch of goblins, as he had to take their attention away from the group that was following us. He seemed fine. Is it Trevor?
Yep.
It was Trevor.
Yep, it was Trevor.
I don't know if it was Belmont. Maybe.
Yep.
So yeah, he knows the direction he went, but he thinks he'll be okay anyway.
Probably toward
and that we should go try
the center of town, you think, ish?
towards the giant fuck off tower that's
I mean, not directly,
overrun
but
with.
I mean, there's only so many places to go. Like, I would say that would be west,
Sure.
southwesterly direction, away from the bridge.
But we may go find him if you guys want. Once we finish up with the church.
Trevor was the big guard on the bridge that you guys met coming into town, alright? That guy.
drops and
And there was a large pile of goblins at his feet.
So many. Other than that, all of the children are safe, and the adults are clearing out the storage room in the tavern. Getting ready for when we get back.
Yep. All right. I have also updated the page of supplies found to include everything you found at the blacksmith. So talk amongst yourselves and tell me what we do. Where do we go from here?
It's an alchemical silver rapier.
Yep, that's a thing. I didn't have time to look that one up, so I will let you guys do. I will let you do that because I think that's probably going to end up going to you anyway, or maybe Ro. Not sure.
Now, wasn't there something said about going to the church? Or wasn't that necessary?
Yeah, that's the last place we have to go in our abduction of all the important people.
And who do we expect to see at the church?
Crazy blonde lady.
Onyuki?
Harley Quinn. Alright.
We could do that quickly and then head to the hotel, the inn, and pick everybody
That's
up.
who's at the church. And Nolan, I think, was the guy's name. That was the religious leader. You might not recognize the name because y'all didn't actually meet him. You ran into Reyna and kind of spent time with her and a catfolk that was in the congregation, and the twins, Larissa and Dipwad, Larosa and Tydell.
Quick question, sorry. The fire element, do I have it like
Yes.
following me or put in a bucket
Yes.
with my little flame cat? Just
Yeah.
nice.
He will follow you for now, and he will be
Yeah.
sort of like an animal companion, as it were.
Yay.
Just when we roll for encounters, remind me, and we'll need to do a roll for him to see if he stays or if he flees.
Oh. Yeah. No problem.
And is anybody in need of healing? Because I'm down 5 points.
I'm good on HP. I believe I'm 100% full, yep. But Destiny would ask if anyone wants a healer's kit, just in case he's not around.
Yeah, that'd be good to carry around.
Alright. You would hand anyone a healer's kit that does actually ask for it.
All right. And to anyone interested in that?
Yeah, I'll pick up one kit.
With that all good, I believe we should go.
Okay. Where are we going?
To the church, I
To
guess.
the church? Everybody good with
Yes.
that?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
silver rapier is just good against things that are weak. It's basically just silvered. The alchemy just entails that it is stronger than if you were just to make the weapon out of silver. Like plating.
Ah. Okay. It
So
sounded
if
a little
it's
bit more
it's a
exotic.
werewolf,
Like you could do some wicked
yeah.
upgrades with it later.
it seems to be a silvered weapon. That's cool.
We can be stealthy or semi-stealthy.
Okay.
That should be stealthy.
So let's take a look at the map here. And Orin, since you seem to be kind of leading the decision right now of heading out, you guys are at B, all right, down here south, yep. And we're going to see, if you would, sort of use a ruler and just kind of draw out a line in representing the path that you'd like to take from point B to C.
Alright. Can I roll a perception or something to see if I see like the pathways or anyone around?
This will be sort of like just this is your a plan. We're not actually
Oh, okay.
doing it yet.
So I can't really make it go behind the trees, but yeah.
Oh, I get it. Okay. All right. Okay. So, got it. All right. Roll. Everybody, roll stealth because we're gonna try to do this stealthily. It's gonna take. I think that was 3 rounds if I saw the distance correctly, moving stealthily. And yeah, let's get those rolls in.
19.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Not so excellent.
Come on, Hainun, you're like 2 feet tall. You should be able to blend into the ground.
I need to
Well,
roll
that's a
for
thing. So,
Abby also, right?
let me look here because
No.
I get like advantage or something. Hang on, let me look and see what I have.
Yeah, we're rolling for everybody that's in the party. Thank you, Karina. So if you have constructs and followers, or there's anybody else that I'm forgetting about that's on this trip, we'll need to roll for them too.
Never mind. Town is not natural terrain, so I guess it doesn't count.
Okay.
How would I roll?
Holy shit, we're so stealthy.
But if it helps with anybody else, I break off from the group and I want to climb. I want to climb this building right here across the street from where we were, and I want to get on the roof so I can provide firing, covering, support to the church directly from across the street.
Interesting.
It's not good.
I will allow that, and I'm going to give you, since you're doing that, I think that will we're going to work out your low stealth roll there, meaning like when you first try to climb up the eave, it's a gable roof, you slide down, you make some noise, but then you climb back up and you peek over, and I'm going to give you a description of what you see in the market green.
Okay.
And I will do that now. The Iron Fang Legion planted their tower in Fandar's Market Green, affectionately considered the town square, despite not being remotely square. The tower itself, formed from smooth black stone, rises 50 feet from the soil, and an ominous archway at its base seems to descend into the earth itself. Troops now fill the green, and the Legion's rearguard has already begun establishing simple fortifications, while Scabviston and his elite guards, including his son, Scarvinius, have established a command nest atop the tower from which they coordinate the invaders' movements. Hundreds of Iron Fang soldiers of various races, primarily hobgoblins, but also bugbears, goblins, wargs, and the occasional minotaur, crowd the green while the initial invasion force continues to round up stragglers. The rest of Fandar, from what you can see up here, is composed mostly of small houses, which often double as workshops and larger barns. You can see that the Legion has already begun searching and dismantling these as you are doing your work, using the lumber to construct what looks like a palisade. Boos, roll me a d8.
Alright. Shit. 7.
7. Okay.
Can I give him a hero point? Oh, that's out of 8, isn't it?
Yeah, that's out of 8, but you wouldn't know if adding or subtracting from this number would help, so I would say to hold on to it for what actually happens in the encounter. It might be a better place to use it. All right. As you are going the route that you drew out, when you get to the road up here, so we can play this like you guys are behind these buildings here, a troop of 4 Iron Fang scouts are walking up the road in this direction.
Can I do something to distract them?
Yes.
Alright. Destiny in the trees a little bit. We'll point and look. I believe I can do it 60 feet around this area. So you look away. I'm just gonna pull it up. Yeah. Sorry, that would throw the description as well. There's so much.
All right. 1 cantrip. You ward an ally. Oh, that's Brad. Sorry. What was the? Yes, please. What was the Scorching Columns description?
Yeah. So I just got a bunch of other crap that popped up too. I'm just shrinking everything down.
Gotcha.
Nope, let's eternal touch. Falling flames.
That's about 60 feet away. Anything within that circle.
Yeah.
If you're doing it from that 2-building thing.
Under.
All right. And Brad, were you reading that, or were you doing Forbidding Ward?
No, I was reading it. I clicked on it instead
Okay.
of clicking on the little rotator at the top left.
Here you go. That.
So you cast it. You're not targeting them, but behind them to draw their attention.
Yeah, like if they're on the road
Mm-hmm.
and they're walking this way,
Mm-hmm.
I want them to more be focused on everything over here in
Okay.
this area, away from the trees.
Okay. Hmm. Let's see if that distracts them or not.
Wow.
It does
Not
not.
sure.
They look at it, and then it actually puts them on guard. And so each of them look around in their immediate area. And they're going to get a roll to see if they see you guys.
Shit.
Okay, okay.
First one doesn't. Second one doesn't. The third one does. And so that's enough for them, you know, he's gonna, hey, over there! And that will put us in initiative.
He's only going to be able to see 3 people, right?
He for sure
the
sees
rest-
Dusty.
Because the rest of us rolled higher.
Yeah, but they're advancing on you. We're just gonna use this map for the battle. And just drop your characters on there.
The trees.
All right.
My character's not on there yet.
No, because I don't see your
Don't think you
character
put your
on this map yet.
Wow.
You have to drop him in on there. Oh, there's Fallon. You need to drop him in on the map.
Jesus, everyone's rolls today.
There you go.
Did I show up?
Yep. There you are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no, on the initiative.
Yeah.
For myself.
You did.
On the initiative.
You're just at the bottom of the list until it gets reshuffled.
Darn. Did I not clear this from last time? I got everybody on there twice.
See one copy of us.
Alright, I'll delete that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and
The hobgoblins need glasses. They're seeing double.
that one. Yeah, right. Not a great start. Okay. Is that everybody? Did I delete anybody?
I deleted Destiny.
You deleted most people.
Well,
Yeah.
just the
Oh,
one.
It's only me on the list right now.
Right? Oh,
I've only just got one.
that's weird. It was
Oh, I
showing
see
me
a trade.
duplicates. My bad. Yeah, I have a Boost with a 23, right? Fallon with a 22.
Bruce is a 25.
Shoot. So you don't see anybody on your initiative sheet.
Just a trace.
See myself.
That's so weird.
Yeah, my bad.
I don't know what happened there. Well, I've got it here. Let's see. There's Boos, there's Nessa, there's Brad, there's Hunter, there's Ro, there's Ben. Alright. And then they... Just gotta add these guys in. They rolled a what?
Rolled a 0?
3?
That's
Okay. So I have them last in the order. As you come upon them here, the two in front have shields raised. The two in back have bows drawn.
Okay.
Boos,
Yes.
you're first.
Yay. I guess 20 feet. Yeah, right there. Then I'll just do my boomerang on them.
Okay.
I just need a reflex save.
Right, thank you. On the top two or the bottom two?
Yeah, I'll go the top two.
Thank you.
It'll stop above him.
Reflex.
It's they got to be a team.
They each of them roll it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the first one fails. Meet it, or
Second one
is it
passes.
meet beats, or what? Yeah.
Up to you. Like mine's at 14.
Okay, so he beats it. So, well, you said 15 a minute ago. I just want to, if you, I'm playing
No,
by
sorry.
meets beats.
Yeah, he has a DC of 14.
Okay, gotcha. So you hit the first one, the second one it misses, or he passes.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the damage on the first one?
4.
4. Okay.
Yeah, my lowest. At that time, I would end my turn.
Okay. 6. End your turn. Okay. So you're going to forgo your third action.
Yes.
Okay. No, they're not next. Go back. Brad, your turn.
Okay. Did that work?
Let's see here.
Playing what?
One ally, one enemy.
The Forbidden Ward.
Up to 1 minute, you ward an ally against the attacks and hostile spells from the target enemy. The target ally gains a +1 status bonus to armor class and saving throws against the target enemy's attack spells. Okay, great. Who are you selecting?
I select an ally, don't I?
One ally, one enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So one ally and one enemy.
Right.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
go ahead. It'd be like saying, I want Nessa to get this bonus from this hobgoblin. So I need to know which party member and which
Okay.
hobgoblin.
That one that you went on there,
Okay.
and a giraffe. A giraffe.
Oh, Stabby.
Roberto, yeah,
Who-
Stabby the unicorn. Okay. All right. Karina, your robot has a +1 status bonus to its armor class for the next minute, which should be this entire combat. We'll see. Okay. That's one action, Brad, so I believe you have 2 left.
Okay. I will move. Oh, wait. Follow me. go over to our friend over here. And that'll do me for that round. I don't have ranged weapon.
Okay.
Well, I've got a blow dart, but it doesn't do anything.
Okay. Fallon. Oh, sorry, Brad. Were you done?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I was saying when
Alright.
you spoke at the same time.
But I can't with him in my speed. Oh, that doesn't make any difference anyway. Um. Was the map just for like a place to throw us on for the sake of the battle, or
Yes.
are any of the locations relevant?
Yep. No, they're not relevant on this one.
Okay. Well, in that case, she's going to move there, which is about the max of her distance, and that is all she can do for now, unfortunately.
Okay. Boost, do we need to retcon the elemental?
Now just have him like stand by me for this one turn.
Okay. I'm
Just so we
sharing
can
that
yeah.
character sheet with you now.
Thank you. And no, I'm not throwing him away. He's a good little flame boy. I'll carry him in a bucket.
Good thing we're taking him to a forest that's not flammable in the slightest.
Right. No danger at all. Everything's gonna be fine.
Horrific.
It's a good distraction.
There you go. Okay, Hunter.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm on the roof of the building, kind of across the street. I see what's going on. I see my friends are in trouble. I'm going to take my rifle. I'm gonna pan it over, and I'm gonna shoot one of the hobgoblins with a bow.
Okay. So the bows are behind the folks with the shield, so they have a situational bonus for partial cover. All right, make your shot.
Do they? I'm up above them, so I can probably see behind the shield. Because
Yeah.
I'm up high.
Because the line would still have to go through.
Okay, that's fine. I will. I mean, it would be the same probably if I shot at a shield person, huh?
I'll give
Yeah,
you
I'm
that.
still gonna.
Yes. Yes, it would.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna shoot one of the bow people then. Just same target. 23.
23 is a hit.
Kaboom.
Which one are you targeting?
I don't know, the right one, I guess.
That one?
So that's yeah, that one. Yeah, one of the two ones with the bows. The one on the right side.
The bow. Okay, that's this guy. Okay.
Yeah, bow. Yep, bow. And then I guess why not? Just because I can, I'm going to roll my one shot, one kill, which is another d6 of damage. So 5 additional points of damage. So they take 15 points of damage total.
Wowzer.
Yeah. And then I'm going to. I'm already kind of exposed, and I'm okay with that. So I'm going to spend my next action to interact to reload, and then I'm going to shoot again at a -2 bonus now. 12. I fucking.
Yeah, that's not going to do it.
Actually, you know what? No, hero point. I'm gonna reroll.
Okay.
Or how does that work again?
Yep. Hero point and reroll.
Okay, hero point reroll. 11. Fucking worst.
Okay.
Damn you, hero points. Okay, and then for my last action. Wait, no, that was my last action.
Yeah.
So that's me. I'm
shot,
on the
reload,
roof.
and a shot. Okay. All right. Row.
So Rose gonna go ahead and try and hit with her catapult.
Ah, okay.
Just
Okay.
asking that. I'm like, do you load your
Sure.
catapult?
Which one are you targeting?
So
Think let's target this dude.
Okay.
Okay. And are you buddy?
That is
Ugh.
going to be a miss. Hero point. You want to hero point that to reroll?
Yes, hero point.
Because
Yes,
we're
let's
getting
do
close
that.
to their turn,
Oh my
and if
god.
all 4 of these guys get a chance to close distance and hit somebody, it is not going to be good for y'all.
Okay, so let's try that again.
Oh, there we go. All right, that's a hit. 11 damage. Okay. All right.
And then we're gonna give Zabby my 2 actions, my remaining 2 actions. And that's gonna give Stabby 3 actions. And first he's gonna move up. Yeah. Right, because he can move. Yeah, he can move up there. Hold on, let me take that off so I can move him. Okay, maybe not.
You got this.
You can do it! There we go. Much better. So I'm gonna move him like right about here. And
What's his movement speed, please?
he is going to all the speed, all the movement.
Does he have 30 or does he have 20? Please check.
No, I think he's got 30. Hold on.
I don't think you have 30.
I'm very agile.
But you're short, like you in real life.
Speed is 25. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna take it back a hair.
Okay.
Right about there. Right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then he's gonna use his projectile, his horn, to stab them. Sorry.
Okay. Roll it. That is not gonna do it. Dinks off of his shield.
No, Stabby.
Yeah.
In that case,
You have any more hero points you can use?
no, I just had the wait. Do we start with one and then we add one? We added one with our story,
That's correct.
or okay. So let's do that again then.
Okay.
We have 2 hero points.
That's right. You start with one, and you got one for doing the homework assignment.
Ah, okay. I thought we just had 1 period.
Sorry, that
What
was
if we just
Homework
get on the
meant
didn't-
1 point.
I didn't clarify. Yep. Okay, so roll his attack again. There you go. that 7, huh? 7 total. Okay. That does get through his armor, and he looks like he's just barely hanging on. In fact, both of these two in this line look severely wounded.
Okay. And then for Stabby's third movement, he's going to move into the center of these guys.
Okay.
Or, fuck it, that sounds funny.
All right. Does that conclude your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Eden.
Seeing that these two hobgoblins have been shanked and shot at, and a unicorn horn is sticking out of one of them, he's gonna run up with his. No, he's gonna laughing shadow step, to this one, and come down with a strike.
Okay.
The bladed scarf is going to come down and wrap around, and that is a 23.
That will do it. That's a hit.
8 damage on the left tanky guy.
Okay.
And then he's gonna shoot one of his hands into the ground, and then expand it with his arcane magic as this big 15-foot fucking tree trunk appears in front of these two here, and will fall on both of them.
Wow.
So 2 reflex saves.
Okay. Can you post that up? That sounds very interesting.
It is called Timber.
It's looking like 1 pass and 1 fail.
Yep. It's a 15 save.
Okay.
So no critical save. Cool.
2d4 bludgeoning.
Yeah, 2d4.
Okay.
5.
Okay. That kills this one.
As he gets fucking splattered by a tree trunk.
Hammered in like a nail.
Yep. And I think that's everything. I don't think I have an extra action.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have an action, do you?
Well, it says 1 action for Timber, but that's because I haven't changed it to 2. It is meant to be a 2-action spell.
Yeah. Nah, just wanted to like
Very easy to look
think
over.
because you guys would all know Destiny's boomerang, that after a while it would come back to him. And the same effect that in the line would hit everyone that's like in that way.
I mean, that's
As
fine.
it
I
does-
technically, if I knew, then I can shadow step
Yeah.
to the side of it instead of in front of it. Like,
I think you're.
Oh, he stopped it right on this little guy.
Yeah. I think you're okay.
Yeah.
And the unicorn is a small or tiny. How big is the Roberto, Karina? Well, if he survives this round, well, he'll need to maybe roll. All right.
I want to say he's medium then.
Okay. All right. So, hobgoblins. The bows. This one is going to switch out weapons, 1 action, step forward, 1 action, swipe at Roberto.
That is a long ass. Oh, that's just witch's spellcasting. Okay.
I don't think that's gonna do it. This one is going to shoot his bow and arrow at Roberto. Dang. You guys. I mean, their damage rolls are low too, but y'all are getting very lucky right now. That's a miss.
I should just stab this goblin if it wants to attack me in retaliation.
He's going to. This one's going to. Ugh, there's not really. You know what? He's gonna attack again with the longbow. I don't think. Does an 11 hit? Karina? I don't think it does. What's Roberto's AC?
Yeah, Roberta's AC is 16,
Okay, so that's a miss.
so it does not.
Okay. He forgoes his last action, and then this hobgoblin is going to attack you, Ben.
Miss.
9 definitely misses. Attack number 2. Jesus. He's going to. So, does he spend an action to take the scarf off of himself, or what's the deal?
It was during the strike phase. So it's in his like hand, it's equipped for the purposes of like attacking when he yes. Sorry. No, it doesn't require the action because it's equipped already.
So when you attack with it, you're always describing it as it wrapping around them. At the end of it, does it just go back to you?
Yes.
Okay, so there's nothing lingering on him. Okay, gotcha. Well, he's just gonna shove you then. He is not happy about all this.
You shoving bastard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nice.
Opposed my acrobatics or strength?
Let's see.
I would like to nimbly dodge out of this if that's possible.
What's that? You say kill them all?
Murder? Death to all goblin kind?
Sorry, so I'm actually supposed to do athletics, but it's still the same +2, so I'm not going to change the roll. Against your target's Fortitude DC.
Fortitude DC, interesting.
Yeah.
What would my Fortitude DC be?
It just says Fort on your character sheet. You got Fort, Wisdom, and Reflex.
So I would have to roll that.
Yes.
No, because I'm just expert in it. Okay. Oh, well, I will use my hero point to re-roll that.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, all right. No effect. He just pushes you, and both of you remain where you are, and that's the end of his
My
turn.
legs like dig into the ground, like my roots stabilize me.
Can you have what?
Try to push me.
Dude, on that first one, that it wasn't critical, but
It would have been bad.
still would have been.
It was
to
critical. No,
10 feet away.
that was critical.
It wasn't 10
It
more.
would have been a.
He
It
rolled
was
a-
I rolled a 1.
Oh, well, that okay, so that would have taken you down 1 mark, but it's still 13.
A fail.
Yeah.
So
It's not
it
a
would be a
critical fail.
Yeah.
All right.
But irrelevant. Anyway, that's the end of my turn. Oh, end of his turn.
Yes.
I bet.
Boos.
So it's just game of speed. Because I don't actually have to call back my boomerang. It comes back to me at the end of this turn. So yay. Destiny will walk over to this guy and enter a stance. Because, yeah, he's cool like that. He is going to be entering into a dragon stance.
Okay. So does it take an action to take a stance?
Yeah,
Okay.
it takes an action to actually get into it.
All right.
Sorry, I said pop up.
So one to move, one to take your stance, and then the attack is a 13.
Yeah.
That
And of course I rolled the lowest
yeah,
possible.
that misses.
Wait, yeah.
Oh,
So I
Lorraine, I
never
was
even
hoping
rolled
it
that
was
actual
helping.
damage.
Sorry, one more time, Boost.
But yeah. Sorry, I may have
There
screwed
is
up on
rice
the
in the rice.
stats.
I'm sorry, dude. Somebody else was talking just at the same time when you were explaining that again.
There is rice in the rice cooker. I don't know if it's done yet,
Oh,
and
it's
chili on the
Fallon.
stove.
Nessa,
And I did
Nessa, mute
the
yourself.
last corn cob is cooked if you want it. The corn cob.
All right, Boost.
I guess it's 14 instead of the whole, because yeah, I screwed up on the whole roll.
Okay, so 14.
But 14 still miss.
Okay, yeah, 14 still misses.
But yeah, he's in a dragon stance at this time, and that was all three.
Okay. Does that benefit you defensively at all?
No, this one, I may have chose the wrong one, but screw it.
Okay. Hey, that's how we learn. All right, Brad.
And sorry,
Oh, sorry, Elemental. Yeah, let's do him first before we forget.
yeah. I can only see the bio of the elemental. I can't actually see any of his things.
Oh.
If he turns out just going to move, well, right here, if possible.
Here we go. Well, I have his character sheet here that I've shared with you. There's no option to also pull up the character sheet.
You had to select Control and Edit, and add me to it.
Yeah, it's in players. Oh no, I forgot something. Here you go. Now you should got it.
Thank you. There we go, little guy.
Yeah, there's your little guy.
Alright, holy fuck. Speed of 50. What the hell? Yeah. Since he's just a good guy. Just gonna move him right there. And yeah, that will end my turn.
Okay.
In the elements. But this guy beside the pony will have to make a reflex save. Because my boomerang would be coming straight back to me.
Fails.
Yeah. Just gonna roll.
Wouldn't it hit both of them?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a straight line because the guy was right here. And yeah.
Oh, I thought you were over
You
there.
just
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, because you moved.
I was
Comes
looking at the
back to
wrong
you.
person.
Yeah. Okay. 7 damage. There you go.
Yay. And that's it.
Okay. Brad.
Okay, so would this be flanking?
No.
If I was on the other side of him, it would be. Like, I'm flanking with Roberto, what I don't know if I can do.
Okay.
I can flank with Roberto? Ooh.
He's an hour, yeah.
I thought it's because it didn't have a conscience. Like, it can
Wow.
only act on other people's turn.
Calling a machine soulless. That's kind of specious.
Okay.
Okay.
Scorpion whip. Did that work?
I don't see it. Did you click it?
Okay, I'll try clicking it again.
There we go. Yeah, that'll work all day. That's a hit.
Okay.
3 damage.
That's 3 points. Yep. It says roll critical damage.
You didn't crit though. It's okay.
Yeah, it's always there for when you crit.
Okay, no worries. And I'll go for a second one
Okay.
again. And do I have to allocate a hero point before or after?
Allocate a hero point for what?
Can't counteract the negative of
Oh,
minus 4
no,
or
but
something.
you can use one if it
Second.
ends up missing.
Okay.
So roll that one again, but instead of clicking Scorpion Whip, click on the number 2 that's out to the side of Scorpion Whip.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
There you go. Hey, that's a hit. And 2 points of damage. He is not looking good.
And I'll just go for the third one without any advantage.
Yeah, that's going to be a miss.
Second 6. I think I'm a bit tired.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, very difficult to land that third hit. Third attack. Nessa.
Yeah.
So just to clarify something, because Pathfinder has 3 actions, is it like Dungeons and Dragons where you have like a movement, an attack, and a bonus action, or are they just 3 actions?
No, you actually get 3 actions for whatever you want, but then a reaction that you can spend anywhere between the time you take your third action and your next turn. Reactions would
So
be...
did I
Go ahead.
So did I do my last turn incorrectly? Because I took 1 action to move my full distance. Could I have taken another movement action to move that distance again?
Yep, you can break it
Yep.
up however you want.
Okay.
You could
All right,
technically
well, then-
you can spend reactions to stride every single time, so you could run. You can move 3 times if you really wanted to.
I did not realize that. So, 1 action, she's moving there, and then she should still have 2 attack actions. So if I did this right, Halberd should still reach. So first one to the north, and then second one to the south.
First one is a hit. Which one are you attacking?
First attack was the one to the north, and the second one is the one to the south.
Oh, this one. So there's 2 to the north of you.
Like she can only reach, I think it's 10 feet with her halberd.
Yeah, that'd be either one of them. So
I got this guy over here.
She can reach through the unicorn to the second one. To the one at the very north.
Does the weapon have reach?
Yeah, it has reach. Yes.
I don't see why not though.
Yeah. You can reach him. He's going to have a penalty to reach you.
But I don't have a penalty to reach him.
No, not yet. I may apply something like that later, but I don't think you would.
So technically, get flanking.
Yeah. And
Okay. I didn't think I could like reach through the unicorn. So
and that's enough to kill him. He was barely hanging on.
Nice.
Yeah, Bravado conveniently like stretches his legs up so you get a clearer shot.
all right. Well, I guess second attack to this guy who's. What are my directions? Left of the unicorn.
Okay.
What would be the 11? No.
Yeah.
Click it again and click the number 2 that's out to the right of the word halberd.
Oh.
There you
You
go.
get like what, +2 for? I don't think it matters. You say you get like +2 for flanking or something like that.
Yep. All right, that's a miss.
So what does attack 3 mean?
Because if you have 3
Minus-
actions, you
Oh.
could
You-
technically attack 3 times in a row. But each of them get an increasingly higher
Ah,
Yeah, but
negative modifier.
correct. Yeah. Yeah. First one's free. Second one's what? -5,
-5 and
Yeah.
then -10.
2.
Unless it's,
Yeah.
unless it's got
Minus
agility and then
10,
it's minus
yeah.
4.
all right. And
Yeah.
just so to make sure I didn't miss something, so I took a movement and 2
Two
attack
attacks.
actions.
Right.
Is that all of my options?
That is your turn. Those are your turn options. You have a reaction that you can use, but it's situational. So one example of a reaction would be an aid. One would be to grab a ledge if you were falling, arrest a fall. There's not many examples because a lot of them come with when you level up. They're character or class specific,
Yeah.
feat or ability
Ah.
specific.
Yeah. I noticed attack of opportunity. Attack of opportunity isn't a thing. I noticed. Without a feat, getting it first
Correct.
or something. It's not one of the things that are normally listed that you could normally do, which is a big change from first edition.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
It's not as widely
Alright.
prevalent as in
I'll-
D&D.
Well, I don't know what a valid reaction in this situation would be, so I guess that's my turn.
Okay. All right. And then Hunter from the rooftops.
Yay. Rooftop Hunter. I am going to use my first action to swap weapons to my double-barreled musket. My secondary action, I'm going to shoot this home dog right here,
Okay.
like his face. First barrel, 18.
All right. 18 is good. Oh, no, buddy. The range on that's 60 feet. You were a lot further away than 60
I'm 60 feet. I mean, I'm at.
on the roof on the other
Am I?
home. Well, so you're on this map, but you were on the roof of that other
Mm-hmm.
home. Let me go over there and check real
Okay.
quick. Let me see if you're outside of that
Alright.
increment or not.
So I looked at the other map, but it's like 5 feet
Oh,
increments, and like I'm
no,
even
yeah.
closer somehow. And
Yep, you're
Y-
fine.
yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. Yep, you're good. Okay.
I clearly
So
see
that is
Okay.
that is a hit. And
Okay.
6 damage.
7 points of damage then.
Was it this one here? Or the top
7.
one?
The top one, the one that has not been injured yet, as far as I know.
Okay.
So he takes 7 points of damage because he takes 1 extra 1 because of my 1d4 precision. And then for my last action, since I have my double barrel musket, I don't have to reload because I only shot with 1 barrel, so I'm going to shoot him again with my second attack.
Okay.
and I critically missed, which is not good for me.
Nope. That's a crit fail. That one
I
jams.
think my gun. Yeah, my gun jams.
You'll need a,
So,
a crafting
good
check
times.
to a successful crafting check to unjam it and fix it.
Yeah, I have a firearm repair kit that I can use to lessen that, but we'll deal with that later.
Yep. Okay.
Now, a question for you: is that just the one side of that barrel? So I try to shoot the second barrel. Can I still use the other one just fine?
Yeah. Yep. Just keep up with that because I'm not going to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I can get it. All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Row.
Okay. So, can I move Roboto before I do anything, or
Yeah. Talk to me. What do you want? What do you
like
need
can
done?
I give him? What can I give him my? So I want to move him,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to give him 2 of my actions,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to like keep 1 action. So can I give him my actions first and then do my 1 action?
Yes.
Or I guess okay.
Yep.
So really, at the end of the day, I guess I could just give him 1 action. Let's just give him 1 action, and so he gets 2 actions.
Right.
Right with that. So then we're gonna move him over here. Jeez, like right there. Okay, let me just grab him real quick. Sorry. Always do that. Okay. So I'm gonna move him like right about here. And then in my next section, I'm gonna do explode, which gets everybody within a 5 foot radius. If it's like,
Okay.
there you go. Woo! All right. Oh,
Will you post explode for me? I'm not sure it's.
how do I
I think it's a reflex.
how do I
save.
do that?
Instead of the attack,
It's one
there's
of my
like a
range strikes.
thought bubble or something out to it, or something that'll share the description. What is it, guys? I don't have a y'all's character sheet up in front of me.
What are we looking
Hmm?
for?
Is it a? What does she do to share
How can
the
I share it?
details of it? Is it a thought
Is it
bubble
the?
or something?
Nope, that's not it.
I don't know.
There's
I haven't seen any of her rolls all game, so I don't know.
They've been amazing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Up here on this roof, I don't do much of anything.
You don't see much of anything up there. Here, let's see if we can do this. No. Explode. Are you messing with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully the explosion deals 2d6 fire damage with a basic, see that? A basic reflex save to all creatures. Okay. So you don't have
Right.
to roll.
So they have to
You don't have to roll to
reflex
hit.
it.
Right. You have to tell me that I need a reflex save. All right.
Oh, well, reflex save then.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's do that.
That sounds terrible. I'm sorry, guys.
Reflex. He fails. He fails. All right.
Good. Good.
Oh, there it is. It's right there in the
So
chat.
then-
I am so
Eat.
sorry, Corey. I just need to read. It's right there. Basic reflex save to avoid damage. Okay. 11 points. You know what's going to happen next, Karina, is you're going to describe how they die.
So I get so Savvy just kind of like walks past them and just all of a sudden kind of starts twitching and sparks start flying off him a little bit. And then like he just kind of like fire comes off of him and engulfs both of them. And then that's how they die.
Very smolder.
So it's just a little too anticlimactic. I'll think of something better next time.
Saving Private Ryan just picks up his arm and then he gets knocked by me one last time.
Is that a wolf on the front door?
All right. As soon as they're dead, I switch my arquebus and I reload it and I pan back to the church. I don't. So I don't want to be like, "Hey, teacher, did you collect the homework?" But we definitely just made a lot of noise. I don't know if that matters or not, especially with like hundreds of soldiers literally just north of us. Like
Right.
gunshots are loud, and I shot like 4 times. So
Yeah, that is going to be a problem. But
And there was an explosion.
you're absolutely right.
He's on the rooftop service.
You guys think about the potential consequences of that for about 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm going to step away real quick.
I don't think there should be any consequences.
I
No,
agree,
no.
100%. Why should I be penalized for my weapon choices when that's what the class says I can do? Why is that fair?
But I'm
I
just
will
saying,
say
you
though,
know, I feel like Roberto like exploding. That was like fireworks. That one maybe, you know,
there is a lot.
celebration. I don't know.
There is a lot
My
of
second
those,
question is,
but
I've known Ro for like 3 years. Why hasn't she made me a damn suppressor for my guns?
Why didn't you ask? She's been collecting this stuff for a long
I
time now.
didn't think about it. You were so busy tinkering with your robot and your fucking backpack that shoots rocks and stuff. Yeah, I didn't feel comfortable asking, I guess. I don't know. I'm the leader. I don't have to ask questions. I have someone that does that
We
for
should
me.
just
And
instinctively know.
this is like this Tony's the
You
question
should
guy.
have just been
I have
like,
a
oh my
person.
gosh, you know what you can use?
a quick little thought experiment though. Arquebuses have
What?
a flared base. How would you put a suppressor on something that has a flared base? Or flared opening?
You ask a lot of questions. You ask a lot of questions, boy. That's the wrong kind of question you need to be
Very
asking.
talented. Very talented.
It's just a massive
You're
fucking
poking holes
barrel
in
on
logic.
It's the same way that there's the suppressor on the trumpet that looks like something that should not
Oh,
suppress
No.
the sound of a trumpet.
No.
Same notion.
A mute.
it's
That's
just gonna be a
incorrect.
I think it's
mute.
called a.
Done.
It's called
Done.
yeah, they're called mutes. They're not suppressors.
Same. Same.
I was a
Even-
mar- I was a
That
marketing
shows
like
my
you.
knowledge of musical instruments. I grew up around a piano, not a trumpet.
Yeah, I play the trombone. They have
my
mutes, all
son plays
brass.
right now.
horns.
But
Yeah,
there
my
is a
son
lot
plays
of
trumpet.
noise. This is war. There's a lot of fighting and clashing and
Right,
stuff.
right. So out in the other parts of the camp, there's a lot of noise. Very similar to what's going on.
Yeah.
I picked my
Um,
weapon because it was cool, not because of the noise it makes.
This is logical.
I don't know.
I don't know what it's
called.
called. I just know the sound it makes. It makes a man.
Can you see on the rooftop?
Question. Hunter,
Question.
when you
Yes, I had a
before
question for you too.
yeah,
Let's
before
exchange
you leave,
questions.
Yeah, before you leave the roof and meet them over here at the Doomahickey, I always want to say church, the temple. Do you take another peek over the roof?
Church.
You're cutting out a little
Uh,
bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
You are cutting out a
Coming
little
in
bit.
and out there, easy.
sorry about that. Is that any better?
Yeah, we can't
It's
hear you at
gone.
all now.
Ooh,
It's a little bit better, yeah.
that's not good.
Oh, okay.
There, I heard you.
Okay. Before you
So
leave your
what's your-
perch, do you
so your
take another
question is-
peek over the rooftop? The
Mhm.
eave?
So I'm definitely taking a peek over the rooftop, but I'm not leaving my perch. I'm staying up here.
Okay. So you see
Well, hang on. That depends. That depends. That depends on something. Are there a lot of windows I can see on this side facing the church? Does the building have a lot of windows
no.
that maybe somebody can make somebody get in front of during a dramatic standoff, and I'm able to take the shot?
No. Not a lot of
Hmm.
windows. No windows.
In that case, yes. Then I will. And in that case, yes, I will take a peek, and then I will get down and go join my team.
Okay. You see that the noise has drawn the attention of somebody that seems like they're in charge, and they're sort of running to a group, doing some pointing, and you see that there is a fairly large number of hobgoblins and Iron Fang soldiers that are spread out and heading in your direction.
How many would you say
It-
is a
okay,
fairly large
um,
number? Are we talking like
Yeah, how many?
5, 10,
A dozen.
15?
And they will
It's only
be
like
Okay.
2.
at
A
your yeah, they will be at the building that you are currently on the roof of in 3 rounds.
Okay.
At least it's not a baker's
So
dozen. You're doing better.
I okay. See, this is what I was talking about in terms of like something bad might happen to me this town or this session. So, seeing that happen, I'm going to pull out my signal whistle that I have, and I'm going to give a hopefully like mimicking some of the birds that are like, around the buildings that I've become very aware of because we've hung out here, and I'm well attuned to nature and the sounds that animals make. And I'm going to make a call that I have practiced with my team many times throughout our adventures to let them know danger is coming your way, or to like look at me and like have my attention because they know where I am. And I'm going to point to them, and I'm going to use without words to let them know that there are people coming and to hurry up whatever it is that they're doing, and that I wish them good luck. And then I'm going to climb down, but instead of like joining my team, I'm going to pull out one of my dueling pistols, and I'm going to kind of like step off to the side where I can see like the troops that are moving over towards that direction. I'm going to shoot one in the air so where they can see me, and I'm going to run away, and I'm going to try to like draw them away so they don't go and attack my friends at the church.
All right. So, going back over here to the
Yeah, they're deaf.
trooper
Could you
real quick.
could you imagine if they were all deaf?
You're wanting to
Didn't hear anything
lead
at all.
them.
Other than distant.
Let's see here.
I turn to like Dasani and go, he knows I'm faster, right? I could just outrun them. Anyway, let him go.
So you're wanting to lead up.
Yeah, but I'm you're faster, but I'm louder.
like a southeast.
Yeah.
I'm going this way. I'm going literally. If I can, I'm gonna go to Orange Shop, where I know I don't know how much of that alchemical stuff that we took, but like I know there's things that can go boom there potentially, and I'm going to draw them away, and I'm gonna like head in that general direction. to funnel them as far away from the church as I can so they can help the people. And hopefully maybe even go to this little round of buildings up here and help them all the way out.
Okay. All right. So we're splitting up. Let's see here. Give me an intimidation roll.
I'm gonna run into Trevor.
See. Yeah, I run into Trevor, my savior. This is why I wish I hadn't have changed up my thing from the pistolito to the sniper, because like I was so good with intimidation. 13, that's not bad, I guess.
Okay. You got enough of the group's attention that they do seem to be diverting and heading towards you. Roll a d8.
Good. Okay. Eight. Hell yes. Hell yes. I don't know if that's good or not. I feel like it is in my bones.
I think we've determined high numbers are bad because it's always been more and more hobgoblins.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
good. It's
And also, I don't have bones, so I don't know why I said that. That's not true. That's not true. It is good. It's good for them. It's bad for me, but that's okay because that's the plan. So it's good. I'm okay with that.
Semi-sort of serious question. If you don't have bones, do you feel it like in the water in your soul or something?
Feels it in the fibers.
Yeah, it's in the structure. Yeah, it's in the structural celled membrane system that makes up my cacti system. It's all very technical. We don't have time to get into it right now.
You feel it in your
Chloroplast
thorns.
tingling.
You can feel it in your hair.
I'll feel it in my water. I can't even say water. Like I said before, I'm 70% whiskey at this point. So
Okay. So you go
Have
to
any nerve endings inside that?
you go to firing and shooting, taking cover and reloading, and it's working. There are at least a dozen Iron Fang soldiers pursuing you in a southeasterly direction. You round to one building, and you wait, take a couple crack shots, pop shots at the first hobgoblin that turns around the corner from this group of a dozen. You drop a couple on the way, but they're coming. They're catching up to you. You dart back behind another corner. You round the corner, and you run smack into 2 scouts and 2 bugbears. And at this particular moment, your guns are you're in between reloading them. When you round this corner, you think you're going to round the corner, take cover,
Yep.
reload, on the run. And instead of being able to take cover, you run into the 2 scouts and the 2 bugbears. You look up at them. They look down at you. Blackout on that scene. All right. For those that are at the temple, you come up. And y'all remember when we first... Oh, come on now. PDFs, you shouldn't be taking up that many resources. Let's go. Okay. That the shrine was beautiful. Most of the buildings in town were strictly functional, but the shrine, the Riverwood Shrine, was designed to be beautiful. And what you're seeing so far from the outside is that it's not anymore. In fact, on the outside, there is a slumped figure on the ground, right in front of the door. And there is a hungry wolf eating of the flesh of this person that's right here in front of the door. I'm going to give this to you because you probably would have been able to match the description even though you never met him. This is the body of Nolan.
You're not getting much out of that.
Am I breaking up?
butthole then?
Yeah, Nolan is the.
Every like third word you're saying, by the way, is cutting out.
Okay, hold on just a second. Let me go check something.
Anyway, so yeah, no man left behind. Ohana will save Hunter, that kind of thing, right?
No. No. You're given express orders to save the people over me. As your leader, I command you.
Let me die, damn it! Let me go out in a blaze of glory.
I have a plan. Don't get me wrong. I have a plan.
So
It's not very
your
good.
plan.
It's very high risk. It's high risk, high reward. But if I can get away, I've got a plan. It's bad, and I hope Orid or one of the other people in town can forgive me for what I'm about to do. But I have a plan. It's not very good, but I've got a plan.
All right, you might want to IM me on that, buddy, so that I'm on the same page with you. Okay.
And I got that plan from watching Braveheart a couple of nights ago. So
All right.
I guess we'll see how it goes. And if it goes bad, I'm gonna email Mel Gibson and cut them out.
I've tried to free up some resources. Am I coming through any better?
Yes,
Sound good at the moment.
crystal clear.
All right. So we're outside
Yeah.
the temple. This wolf
God damn it.
is actively eating of the body of Nolan, who is the temple leader. And the wolf looks very
Damn.
hungry.
We'll leave it to its own devices.
Give me 2 seconds. I don't think that's really 30 feet, right?
It is.
That seems very short. Can I stealthily walk up to this wall here?
Yep. You can certainly try.
Do you want me to roll a stealth check?
I do.
I'll turn to the others. It's like I've got a plan. I wanna try something out real quick. 14.
Okay. A 14 is a good stealth check. Go ahead and put yourself up there, and I will reveal a little bit more of the map.
No, that's all. Maybe that's the wall. Anyway.
Ooh.
I'm walking on air.
There you go.
Oh, that's the wall. Okay. And with that, I'll put my hands to this wooden like what's the wall? It's just like wooden panels, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And the roots and the tendrils of wood from my hands start to envelop and go in between the cracks, and I will cast Root Reading. Root Lead.
Ooh, what does that do?
I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, Root Reading. So within a 30-foot radius, I can detect people.
What's the radius?
30? If there are any unnoticed medium or large creatures in the area, 30 feet, you can attempt a seek on them with a +1. And I'm using my roots to see if I seek at them.
Seek hidden. Okay. So that's a perception check with the bonus.
With +1. And that should hopefully let me see within a decent portion of the
Yeah, 30 feet around where you're at.
A 12. Not high, but it's not low.
You do not get anything. Like no readings of anything hiding.
Ooh.
I'll mention that it seems clear so far. And then I'll leave it up to you guys how you want to deal with the wolf. But if you want to sneak attack it, We can all sneak.
Should I try to befriend the wolf?
Um, so possibly you can certainly try. Let's start with I'm going to give you a free perception check on him just initially.
Alright, alright. Should we...
Okay.
Fuck. Eh, good enough. Goddamn, Brad, you're getting like god rolls.
Huh. 23 on perception. Critical.
You can tell that the beast has been underfed for days at least, which, when you think back, it's probably likely before an invasion. It is indulging itself and just tearing into the remains of Nolan. Um, its attitude right now is foul. So you could roll a animal handling um, at a -4 penalty to influence the wolf, unless you can think of some other way that you want to try doing that.
Eat it. We have meat.
Do you want to try to get the little puppy or no?
I mean,
I don't
I'm not there, but any ally,
doorway.
I mean, any ally is an ally. Or, I mean, hell, just take some delicious cooked meat and just chuck it off into the woods and it'll just follow it so you may not have to deal with it.
True. You're not scared of like puppies, so there's no actual animal handling, is there? Or what would we roll instead?
Nature, I guess, survivor.
Animal, handle animal, wild, empathy. Oh, that all sounds like old school first generation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 1E stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
some 1E stuff, yeah.
I think
Nature
survival,
or
nature, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, I'm gonna go with nature.
Before that,
Society.
get it to like, yeah, be less of a pissy mood. I'm grab a meat from the ration pack, hold it above, well, on my little kitty for a little bit so it gives off the scent. Then just kind of throw it a little bit in front of me to keep it calm. He's not a singer.
And you're a cat folk, man. I just
Use
realized
everyone's a sailor.
there's another layer of danger in this for you against all dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do this. Let's put the meat on Stabby's horn and walk Stabby over to the wolf and then walk him past the wolf, distracting him.
I thought Stabby blew up.
It's like exhausting. So there's a roll
No,
that she makes, and if it's
didn't
successful,
blow up all the way. It was.
You know,
it's like
Caboose, I think you just gotta take one for the team. Rub yourself with that steak and then run away and let the wolf chase you.
Well,
I taught you all to sacrifice yourselves, so
poking the
I mean, yeah, like Eden did that last session.
Flame element kitty.
oh,
And
no.
just kind of
Yeah.
throwing it to, yeah. Or I can stick it on the unicorn horn. Wait, isn't the unicorn dead?
Just
Due to being exploded?
no, the exploding is a skill. Think of
That's
it
what I
like
thought.
it's venting its exhaust. So there's a chance that when she does it, something bad happens,
Oh,
but that didn't occur on her last
yikes.
action.
Isn't it?
Damn.
So he
the
can.
unicorn down boy thing. where the dog explodes
Yeah.
and just repairs itself.
It like vents. It's like has vents and like shoots out hot steam and whatnot.
That is cool.
Yeah.
What is it like ladder? I think it's like ladder 47 or whatever. You ever see that guy get hit by steam? Steam is pretty brutal. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
boiling hot water in your face. Like it's not good.
But yeah. Cook the meat on the cat, put it on the unicorn horn, and send it.
All right.
Say meat from the cat? What have I missed?
My
Because
cat is
Boost
a
is a
flame
cat,
element.
Yeah.
and Roberto's a unicorn.
Maybe yeah, maybe its hunting instinct will take over and it's like, oh look, a horse I can chase and eat. Perfect. Make it limp, maybe. Like look, it gets wounded and draw it away.
Okay.
All right. So
Just
give
throw it
me
out the
that
window.
All right.
nature roll.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah, that's not great.
You're not screwed up. You use that point. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not wasting enough.
that is also not great.
What? Everybody has nature.
So Rogue takes the meat from him, sticks it on Stabby's horn, and then I guess I can roll for nature, right?
Well,
Would I be able to do that?
Boost was doing some other stuff, like he was holding it up, trying to get it
Oh,
in the
I'm
air,
sorry.
I guess,
Dave.
and get its attention and go, hey, look, meat, but not wanting to walk it over there himself. At least this is my impression. So then he goes to put it on the unicorn. So none of that works. All he manages to do is put it on the unicorn.
Nice.
Don't forget the troops advancing.
So say that again.
I just put it on the
Don't forget
unicorn.
the troops are
Everything's-
advancing.
The troops are advancing.
Yeah.
Right, you guys are on the clock.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's just put it on the unicorn and.
But you guys don't know that. Only Hunter would know that, and he did not communicate that before he ran off. Oh, yeah.
I
Shoot this
did
dog,
my.
please.
I
I,
thought
didn't, I
we were
tried to. I
knows?
tried to. I tried to let them know. I tried to let them know that they were coming, but I don't know what they did or didn't understand from that conversation. And what you did understand was I'm buying you at least a little bit of time. So time is very much of the essence, and I'm buying you a few precious rounds, if that. So get the people, get out, run.
Okay.
Well, we've been told by
So then,
Once this doesn't work, I'm just gonna shoot the dog with the crossbow.
all right.
That
So
was my thought. I was like,
how do
I
we
think
get?
we should set it on fire.
I don't.
Do you want me to explain again? There's Stabby to explain. So are we gonna? So how do we know if it works? Like, do you want me to roll something or for?
Right now, you have your movement of 20 something, and then you are, once you get close, the dog is going to see it, and then we'll have another roll. What are you trying to do? You're trying to use it as a distraction to like see it and keep moving,
Yeah,
and then the
just
dog
to.
is going to follow this instead of you guys, right?
Yeah.
Is that the okay?
Right. Right.
All right.
So
So-
actually,
Yeah, I'm going to put you back to
let
about
me put him back where he belongs.
on the deck. As soon as you
There.
step up on the deck, that gets the dog's attention. He stops, looks up, sniffs, sees you, growls, howls, and starts
Oh shit.
walking towards you in a very prowling type manner. And then from around the corner, his buddy joins him.
There's another one. Yeah.
And this one
Bunch of
straight up
pervert.
charges,
Bunch of pervert
and
rules.
that puts us in initiative.
Damn it.
Damn it, guys.
Yeah, whose idea was
Or have a little
Seven.
thought
I mean,
bubble of
Janet!
Hunter pops up and is like, Remember, guys, every time you see wolves, just shoot them in the head. It's super easy to take care of them. And you completely forgot.
What I did last time I saw one.
Yeah, worked out pretty well. How do you think I got this cool hat? Just skin a wolf. Have a
I
wolf
thought that
hat.
was a raccoon this whole time.
Well, it wasn't a raccoon. It was actually a dog I found out on the side of the street, but that's not important.
I think you would be terrified, right? Because the dog would at least be your size or bigger.
You'd have to kill
No.
a hamster.
Wolves are medium-sized creatures, but technically they're bigger than me and Ro. You can use one as a mount if you wanted to. It's the same size as my dog. Oh, my dog! Oh wait, no, he's with the kids. I was like, oh man, we could have had a dog fight, but no, never mind. He's with the kids. Damn it! So much for
These
loyal.
safety measures.
Damn you, man's best friend.
Think of that. You could have been running away on your dog. Higher chance of surviving.
Yeah, I do have a dog. I have a signal whistle and I have a dog whistle. I bought both of them because I was like, I'm going to use this dog so much, and I mean, he's being super useful so far. So maybe I'll use that as part of my plan. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. Good luck, guys. By the way, don't die.
Initiative.
All right. Right. Is that everybody? So this is going to be the initiative, but the wolf does get a surprise attack on Roberto. Ooh, it's a 15 hit.
No,
We're missing Ro and
he's 16.
Julia.
Sorry, I thought
Okay.
I clicked the button, but clearly I did not.
He misses. And now
And
we're in initiative order.
how is it not a valid token?
Jen.
Where's my token?
You didn't keep your token.
Not
You were
valid. There we go. And just
Why does
mark
mine
those-
say initiative deception?
Because you have the option to choose different skills to
Oh.
roll your initiative based on a specific situation. But since you weren't,
I see it now.
yeah, just a straight up right on this one because you weren't.
So I rolled stealth because I'm stealthing right now for my initiative.
Exactly. You're behind the wall. The dog doesn't even see you.
Well, I'm deceiving everybody in my order where I'm in the place.
Right.
I guess. Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Okay. Is that Roberto first?
Yes.
Nice.
So, oh my god, gonna try this again. No, no, because nobody's around him. Let's go. Well, that's mine, so I can't. Sorry, guys. The train is off the tracks today. So let's go ahead and do the stabby. We're gonna send off his projectile launcher, and I'm gonna get the wolf up on the top, the one that's closest to him. And I guess like Rose still has to give him like one of her actions at the very least, right?
Yep.
Regardless of where he is.
Oh yeah, it's these two wolves here in front of
Yeah.
a robot
Oh.
unicorn.
Oh, sorry. I saw feathers and somehow thought they were like debris related to the person who's lying on the ground. I did not register that those were the wolves.
I can see that. I can see that.
Oh, and
All
I
right. So
am
does that do anything?
so sorry. There's some things here that I forgot to pull up. I don't know why I have them on the GM
BC.
layer. They should be here where y'all can see them. Can y'all see the bodies?
Yeah, there's so much more dead bodies. Goddamn.
Okay. I'm guessing that means you can now see them.
Listen.
Guys, I can't believe
Right
you
now,
said
my
there were 3
perception
dead
is
bodies.
better. Yeah.
Right. Okay, sorry. 18 projectile. That is a hit.
And then 16 damage.
16 damage. Jesus.
No, it's six
6
piercing damage. I'm sorry, I don't know why I
sounds
said 16. That's
more
terrible.
like it. Okay. All right. He yelps and whines and kind of double backs on himself.
He should run away. Oh, well, I only gave him one. Oh. All right. So for stabbies, can I change my mind and give him 2?
It's one of if
And then that way he gets.
Can you read it to me?
If I
Or
give
because
him
I was
2 of
thinking
my.
it was one of your action gives him 2 actions, or am I remembering it wrong?
Right. No, that's right. So what I want to do is that if I give him 2 of my action, he gets 3 actions.
Is that what it says?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so I can change my mind.
Sure.
Right. Okay. So then we're gonna do the projectile launch again to the other one at the bottom of the screen,
Mm-hmm.
or like the other one, Avi. And
That is a miss.
damn it. Okay, and so for like his third action, I want him to do an intimidation and
Okay.
see if that scares off at least one of them. And I want him to intimidate the one that he missed on.
That he missed. Okay.
Oof.
Mm. Okay. The dog looks a little shaken, a little unsure of himself.
Just get upstaged by a rainbow lollipop unicorn. Okay.
Very intimidating one at that.
You see beyond the shining rainbows to see blood dripping from its horn and just gore surrounding it.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's Stabby's turn, yes.
Okay. Do you take an action?
I thought we were doing them separate.
You two have the same initiative, so y'all would do it on the same turn.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, she sends her. Oh no, it's not. I don't think I have another. Well, I mean, we could try explode again. So, because the backpack, right? I'm not missing anything. The backpack wouldn't be ready to go already,
Takes like a
right?
minute
It
to
hasn't
reload, if
been
I
long enough.
remember.
It is a minute,
It
so
takes a minute.
Would you have had a minute to get from the last battle to here? Yes. So it could be. I'm gonna hand wave this that between encounters you would spend a minute reloading it before you moved on.
Okay. So, no, you know what? I am going to do the explode because in that way I can get both of them.
Okay. That's a reflex save, I think.
Yep.
Yes.
Nice. That one
Oh, shit.
saves. And that one saves.
Damn it.
Is it? What is the
Okay.
save? It just says basic, so I think a 15 is a save. Does it give a number? I don't think it does. I'm gonna say it saves
Um,
unless you get back to me with a number lower than or higher than.
The Rose class DC, whatever a class DC is.
Yeah.
Right? Or spell DC or something? What's the class DC? Oh, class DC is
What should be
17.
10?
So that would still be, but spell DC is 15. You're thinking it would be class DC?
I
Then it
guess it's not a spell, right?
right.
It's a class feature.
But then it just says basic. And a
It
basic
just
reflex
says,
would be
yeah,
a 15.
No, a basic reflex is just the
The
concept
type.
of a reflex saving
Yeah.
throw.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Okay.
It's not like a
So 10 damage. All right. Their little furs are on fire, and one of them dies.
nice.
Okay.
I'm just stay here.
All right,
Okay, and then
Bruce.
that's it. That's all I got.
Right. Destiny will like come up because yeah, obviously he's good. Not just so I don't hit Pony Boy. Destiny will do a fun little ability. Can I get a
Are we
reflex
trying
save?
to set this church on fire?
No, it's just a
Quick
little
question.
bird. He Destiny puts his hands together and a little bird appears and just flies through it.
The dog fails.
Takes 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And you know, for fun, because I'm sure we'll kill the puppy right away, he'll go into that sense.
Okay.
And then turn.
Okay. You go ahead and give yourself a hero point for at least trying to solve the problem and distract it with food in a non-violent manner. Even though it didn't
Yay.
work out, that was a good idea.
Thank
Welcome. I led you to that decision. I'm so proud of you.
What you will.
Well, I figure we were either going to adopt it or kill it. But yeah, that's Destiny's turn, and the little flame dude will, screw it.
Oh, we had an encounter, didn't we? Let's roll to see the flame dude still there.
Okay.
Give
Even with my flame
me
kitty watching it.
give me
Or-
a
yeah.
straight up D1 Hondo roll.
Ooh.
Okay, he's still with you.
Yay. Moving his full movement. He'll attack.
That's a hit.
Oh.
2 burn damage. All right.
2 damage.
He yelps, barks, and growls.
Never mind. AC 11, I guess, or It says additional damage. Yeah, but it doesn't tell me, like, yeah, what the hell? I guess it just has to make a reflex save with a
Oh,
B save.
yeah, that's right. So it takes additional burn damage if it fails. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with reflex. Okay, he passes.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Wow. Yeah, that's manned.
All right, Fallon.
Okay. I'm thinking the wolves are somewhat fairly distracted at this point.
The one that's remaining, yes.
Okay. And I'm assuming this is the front door into the building where the
Yes.
dead guy is.
Yes.
Okay. How do you do that thing where it moves? Not like that.
Right click and you can bend the arrow. There you go.
Ah, that's how you do it. And I clicked and grabbed at the same time, so okay. Now everything's weird. Alright. Well, Fallon's gonna use all 3 of her actions as a movement, and she's gonna get about there-ish. And she's going to basically intend to clear the perimeter. That's what I'm looking for.
All right.
Nice.
There you go. So that was move, move, move. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty. Eden, hearing all the clashing around the corner, he's gonna run up here. Just in front of this door, seeing the wolf there. He should be able to stand. That's flanking. With the current ally fire elemental. And I think he's gonna do a bit something different this time. He's gonna take off one of his right hand glove as a bunch of spikes and red thorns appear on it, and he's gonna punch it.
Okay.
With a spell. He's gonna infuse his like hand with magic as well. So there's a little bit of an ember in it. Does a 13 hit?
It does.
Does, cool. 5 plus 3d4. 5 plus 9, so that's 14.
Okay. That will kill the puppy.
There's a bunch of thorns break off, and the fiery ember lingers upon it.
Poor puppies.
No puppies left.
Poor puppies.
We're no longer in combat, right? Do we hear anyone rushing
We're
from
in
inside?
combat because the enemy's on their way and I'm scouting.
You're
So-
not in combat, but I'm just gonna leave the turn order up because I'm
You
assuming
said
somebody's
3
gonna
rounds.
walk in the door. Yeah, there was 3 rounds to get to where Hunter was, but they don't know where you guys are. He successfully distracted them off to the
Diverted them.
southeast,
Right
away
on.
from you. But I'm assuming you're gonna open the door, and then we're gonna need that tracker again. So.
Well, with that in mind, Eden will go into his backpack and pull out this tiny mini trumpet called a brass ear, and he's gonna hold it against the door to hear what's inside.
Oh.
Super smart.
Interesting.
I bought so many fucking trinkets for like thievery stuff, and I haven't been able to use many of them yet.
I did the same thing. I was going through and I was like, I have a signal mirror. I'm going to use this in so many situations. And it's like, yeah, maybe not. The gear's super useful though. Like, don't count it out because it could save your life.
Increases the DC by half, so it cuts it in half.
You hear some barks, some growls, things shattering, grunts, swears. The voices are in Goblin. The sound of something sharp hitting wood, the sound of something blunt hitting wood. But aside that, that's about it. That's what you hear.
Quick,
So about 3 goblins, couple of wolves, and he'll relay that.
what was Harley Quinn's name in game? That's how I know her better.
Oh, Reyna.
All right. Yeah. Destiny will ask if he can hear Reyna at all.
No.
He's like, "Give me 1 second," and yeah, he'll put his hands together, say Reyna's name, and if she's in with the range, and there's air around her, she should be able to hear a message.
500 feet. Oh boy.
Destiny will say, "We're at the church if you are here. And if you can get out the window, we are at the front door. Try to sneak out."
Okay.
Well, that's kind of going to be my question. There's no windows in this church, correct?
No
or
windows.
is there windows?
No windows.
Yeah. So one way in, one way out.
You speak in a
So
whisper,
that we know of.
a soft wind carrying your words far away. This has the effect of the message spell. It can target only one creature. Oh, but they can't respond. Okay, so, oh man. Okay. Would I don't see anything in here that would allow you to know one way or the other that it was received.
Yeah, it's just like say it and hopefully
Right.
you would do what
A
you
message
say.
in a bottle on the wind, as it were.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
They can give a brief response as a reaction or a free action on their turn, unless.
Where do you see that?
Because I was reading this.
See that in the description.
On the message spell. On the
But
message spell itself. And this descriptor doesn't say they can't return.
This has the
I'll
effect. Send me a message, please. This has the effect of the message spell. Okay.
To their ears while others can't hear your words, blah, blah, blah.
Hear your words. The target can give a brief response. Okay. I like that better because we can get a little bit of role play in here with Reyna. Okay. So you send it, and she responds. Oh, you're one of the. Oh wait, it's a brief message. I don't know where I am. I can't see. They took us. They blinded us. They drug us somewhere. We're in town, but I don't know where. We're hiding. I mean, not hiding. We're hidden. We're hidden.
Okay.
That's a brief
Fuck are you?
message? Wow.
So yeah.
Brief is subjective, okay.
Tell everyone that.
Do we assume they're in the church then?
Destiny says they're 500 meters away.
Meters, feet, but yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's not that far. That's probably only this church, and because how far is this church long?
Well, it's about a foot in front of us.
It's about 100 feet. So 5 times away from this church.
Where we were by the looks of it.
I know. Fuck it, let's search. I'll tell you. Yeah, there's goblins and there's wolves in here, and they seem to be breaking shit. Maybe trying to get in somewhere. Maybe that's where they're hidden.
Hold on a second. I may need to retcon
So
There's
if you guys
something.
want to rally up on this door, we can breach.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna have to retcon that. I was just 500 feet. I was thinking this town was a lot smaller, but you're right. If this is already almost 100 of those feet, you do not get a response. My bad.
No problem.
Retort back to the group. Do you want to go into the church still? Maybe there's villagers here.
Do we want going quietly or just
there,
burst through the
we-
door? Sorry, Brad, you're saying?
We already have the surprise. I reckon we burst in, surprise them, get the jump on them, shank them in the kidney, and make our way out.
What does Fallon and Roche think?
Yes. I believe they agree with us. They did
Yes.
not retort.
Sorry, I
Yes, let's
did not realize I was
let's do it.
still muted and couldn't find my microphone. Yes, I agree with the plan.
Alright, so if you guys want to, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, 1 in the middle, and then we breach.
Destiny will give a thumbs up.
Well, Fallon's already on the left, so she can stay on the left, I guess.
Does
And we're
Ro
gonna
have
put Roberta
C4?
on the other side. Huh?
Do you have a C4 breaching charge that we can use here? We're just gonna
Destiny
ram
says
in.
you can just burst through the door by pushing
Oh.
yourself.
Well, yeah, it's not the same.
1 second. It's pretty well the same.
It's gonna be. I've seen so many people fucking try to shoulder charge a door and then dislocate their shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, the list
It's the only way I'm seeing that go down.
That's because they're weak and they don't do it right.
They don't have to fire behind them. I'm a fucking rocket.
But if it works, it looks so cool.
Can I check the door? Is the door
Yeah.
unlocked? I
Yep.
would assume the door's unlocked, right?
Can I have a- you know what? Can I
The
can I use my
trick is
tricky
picking.
pick
Oh,
to like it
Oh,
doesn't have to like be right? It doesn't have to be like something. Oh, I'm looking at stabby stuff. Hold on. It doesn't have to be like I'm bludgeoning somebody with it.
Right.
Let's see.
Well, the door was unlocked though.
Oh,
I just checked
well.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's more
one-
thematic effect.
Coolness always trumps logic. You should know this.
I did the one D&D door thing where we checked it to make sure it's unlocked instead of fucking around with it. But yeah, probably like count of 3 and then we all burst in. Get in the
That
jump on
sounds
them.
good. Sure. Sounds good.
Okay.
How do you want to roll this?
You see Simfet and one of his goons. There are 2 hobgoblins in this room, currently having a great time defacing and wrecking the place up. Um, the wooden statues of both Aristil and Desna are now chopped and marred by hobgoblin weapons. They stand in their own alcoves in the northwest end of the shrine, while alcoves on either side serve as general shrines to the variety of other gods and spirits worshipped by the locals. There are maybe a dozen bodies of locals scattered across the floor and pews and have been left to rot as the invaders go about tearing apart the building. Um, when
Well,
you,
that's not okay.
yeah, when you come in, um, tell me again how y'all entered. It was like coming in
Kicking
and
the door in, and then all of us
kicking
bursting
the
in.
door in. Okay,
Real,
yeah.
yeah,
She,
Guns
real
a-blazing.
surprising.
right,
Catching them off guard.
yeah. Simfit hears you. They both turn,
Don't,
but
don't get
you
like
get the feeling like just before you came in, she swung her axe into one of the statues, and it appears like she's got it stuck. So she sees you, and she starts trying to pull the axe free, and that's what she does on her first turn. That would be this one here.
We don't get the jump on them. Damn that.
Well, you kick open the door. We're just going to roll straight initiative. Um, but she is
I would
like
be surprised
she
if
is
someone takes my door.
working on releasing her axe, so that'll help.
I'm on the outside keeping watch still.
Okay. All right. So Karina, you're first.
Sorry, my ears lagging a little bit.
Okay. Oh, where
sorry.
the angle that I'm at right now, though, I wouldn't be able to like see any of them, right? Or are we all inside? I would assume.
You can put yourselves inside. Like when they kick down the door, you guys can move into the first um, 10 feet of the room. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Oof. Okay. So she's gonna go ahead and do the catapult. And we're gonna go for the 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 hobgoblin trying to get the axe out.
Okay.
Okay.
And what are you going with her with? That's this one, by the way,
With the catapult.
at the top left.
Which one?
Top left.
Yes.
Okay, catapult.
The
All right,
backpack catapult. Because
all
it's got the largest range.
right. Let her rip. That's a hit.
Perfect.
7 bludgeoning.
And then she's gonna go ahead and do it again. Oh wait, no, I can't. Because I've gotta.
Yeah.
So in that case, we're gonna go ahead and give Stabby my remaining 2. And so now Stabby has 3 actions. And Stabby's first action is going to she's gonna launch her horn. Or he's gonna launch his horn to Let's go for the dude right next to him above him.
Okay. Roll it.
Ooh.
That is a hit.
Okay. And he's going to go ahead and do it again. Same person.
Also a hit. Nice.
And one more time, just he's gonna turn to the person behind. No, he's gonna go for the same guy again,
I think you're out of
and that's gonna
actions.
be his 3.
Because he did have
No,
he did have to move up there.
no, because you said it was within 10. We could move
Yep.
within 10 feet,
That would be down here where you guys
right?
all are.
So that's still
Right? Down here is where
oh,
you
okay.
guys all came in, and then one action to move up here, one action to attack that guy,
Okay.
one action
All
to
right.
attack the guy.
I saw that one. Okay. Then I'm done.
All right, Moose.
Alright, Bruce will be doing some weird crap. Bruce will be moving up to beside his friend who hasn't screwed him over yet. For one
You
action.
wait until I get a contract.
It's
What
gonna
did you say?
happen. Yeah. He's gonna go into another stance and go for an attack against the guy right in front of him.
All right.
So just get a placing.
Rectangle? Oh. Because I don't want to do wide. I just want to.
So I'm just gonna roll in. Normally it's a d20 plus 1.
That is a hit.
Yay. Oh shit, sorry. Okay, I wish it was one. Screw it, he does 1.
1 point of damage. All right.
And he cries because he's sad. But yeah. That's the end of his turn.
Okay. Nessa.
He's leaving a female man beside.
Oh, that might work. Vanessa's gonna use 2 of her actions to move there, and then she's going to attack the person as soon as I
Okay.
find where I put my character sheet.
That is a hit.
Okay. And I think that's all the actions she can do. So
Okay. Ben.
A little bit of damage. Eden's going to Laughing Shadow step over here, coming down with a strike from his scarf.
Oh, damn.
Critical.
27.
That's
Jesus.
yeah.
That's a crit in 2
So
different
9 plus
ways.
16.
Yeah, you
What's that?
that's death.
25 damage.
Yeah. Describe
Okay.
your kill.
My bad. So, it fucking decapitates. Like he shadow steps, or he gets enveloped in the shadow as he moves behind it, and then wraps the bladed scarf around and just full clean.
Okay.
Head off, rolling on the ground. And then he's going to move over here. Yeah. Spell, please be something I wanna.
So
And then success the
you
target.
moved to the first one, right? And then attacked.
No, I used shadow step, what lets me move and attack.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have one more action.
Yes. I don't know if I want to. There's a spell, but it kind of needs to critically succeed to do what I want it to do. So I don't know if I want to use it. Let's just. I'ma just punch this guy in the face
Okay.
with my last one. It's non-lethal, and that's my intent. I want to knock him out. 16,
That hits.
9 damage, just right on the jaw, knock him to the ground, not killing him.
She has been struggling with this axe to kind of de-wedge it from the statue, and her eyes roll up in the back of her head, and she slumps down. She's unconscious.
Wipes the blood off his hand and his scarf, and then wraps it around his neck
Man.
again.
You guys. That's pretty good.
You told us to be mercenaries, and then we did mercenarying
You're
good.
doing mercenary stuff for sure, and it's a good thing too, because they had some pretty aggressive attacks coming on their turn.
So we have this guy that's unconscious that I kind of want to talk to when he wakes up about where Rena is. Rena. But there's other stuff here, I'm sure.
Yes. Let's see.
Destiny would have
There is a large sack of loot that it looks like they were collecting, sort of right here on the broken centerpiece here. And it contains a bunch of stuff that I will post.
This cat's not alive, right? The
No.
book nerdy cat I tried to talk to last time?
Nope.
Damn it.
She's dead in the seat.
Does Nerdy Cat still have their
The book.
that they read
I was gonna
separately?
say, yeah, there's a book in her lap that's covered in blood and an eyeball or something.
Isn't it like religious studies? Like she's learning about ancient deities and shit?
Yes.
Yeah. Destiny would let her keep the eyeball but take the book.
Okay.
Wand of magic missile, cup, 3 bottles of whiskey. If only we could give someone whiskey.
Destiny might take some whiskey he could add to his milk. Make it a white ocean.
There are just a numerous amount of quote unquote offerings in this area that haven't been collected and put into the loot bag, probably because Simfit didn't really see any value in it, and there would be very little value. It's more flavor than anything. Mainly, it's just the meaning, because you realize that there's no chance of reuniting these offerings with their original owners.
In that same vein, quick question to the group. How religious is everyone? Does everyone
Yeah.
care about the gods?
Right.
Eden doesn't.
Because that's my next thing.
Eden doesn't
The
give a fuck about
shrine can't be saved. But if there is anybody that's religious, there might be something you want to do.
I thought your character was like the only religious one. You and I knew.
Hunter was religious to the green guy, whatever it's called. Um, I just there's a deity that his guild
Ouch.
kind of like is interested in, but it's not a religious thing. Isn't big for him. He has his own um morality system, his own reasons to do
Non-practicing.
stuff. Yeah.
All right, how do you want to cannibalize it?
Just the death.
Well, we could take the wolves with us. Like, yeah, we could use our furs as well.
Mm.
But
So what?
yeah,
Just take
no,
all the money, unless anyone says otherwise.
yeah,
We can
you
take
can
the
grab
tails
the
and hang
money.
them off the wagon.
I'll just make another symbol of the dancer that I left on the outside, but this time on the altar itself. And then just start packing up the gold, and I'll throw the unconscious hobgoblin on my shoulder until he wakes up.
Oh, okay. Y'all
Alright.
could, spirit that along if you're done with everything else.
Yeah. Ooh, Fallon has to roll.
Okay. Fallon,
Nice.
even though you're not religious, you get the impression that the shrine can't be saved, but you feel like there's something you can do as some kind of final respect or some sort of final ritual to formally close the temple as a sign of respect to Desna or Aristel. Um,
Chop up all the bodies.
the but the roll is just enough to just know that there there may be something that you could do. If you want to do it, we would need some more rolls.
This moment in time, even if Fallon wants to, we might not have the time to do it.
Yeah,
Um,
that tracks.
yeah, so I'm gonna say that if she knows sort of the actions that need to be taken, she's going to fast track the meaning of them. That's not the word I'm looking for.
We could give the church and everyone in it a Viking funeral, then just
Yeah.
ditch. So it
Is this
doesn't
where we
end up
find out you're a
with-
pyromaniac? I just want everything to be a fire.
So
Oh,
to
he always was.
He's
to
fire and
to determine like what
So we just
the
have the elemental go around all the walls to burn it all down.
to determine what like the
You're done.
normal thing or the most
Right?
common thing to do would be, I would need either a religion check or a performance check.
Well, I guess I was thinking like if proper etiquette is light a candle, well, she doesn't have time to go find a candle and a match and go light it.
Right.
But maybe she can make just like a little sparkler with her finger or something. Like I know that's not exactly how her
Right.
magic works, but it's just like, oh, like maybe she knows like a little spell that's like this is the embodiment of a candle, and I know it's gonna have meaning, so we'll just do that quick and then go.
Okay.
if you need just like a little torch or a little to light one of your things on fire.
So there
Just to like
are plenty of little
make
discarded and displaced candle pieces around. Um, but with those rolls, you feel like there is a way to respectfully decommission the altar, which would be a very short ritual or oratory performance to like officially decommission that. It wouldn't take very long, and that would put closed to the temple in a manner befitting its place.
Is
Just
that for
given
all
all
the
the
gods or just that one?
sacrilege, I don't know, killing that happened in it, Fallon is like tempted to go that route, but she also knows like time is of the essence, and they might have to go.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You and Dasani would be the only ones to know that because you are the only ones that rolled it. And even if you even share that with the others.
Uh,
Yeah, Destiny would let Fallon do what
one
she
out of our
should.
parties. Nice. Yeah, Fallon would just kind of say like, "Hey, just given the massacre, I'd like to decommission the temple. It's gonna take a couple of minutes, but I kind of know that we gotta go."
I feel like timing wise that would be great because we need to reload the cannon, need to talk to the unconscious goblin. We got time, right?
The invasion's happening non-stop.
Looks at Olia outside. Where's this fucking army?
Yeah, I mean
Uh,
that is a thing. They are close by. Maybe they heard something. Maybe Sinfit they have faith in Sinfit that she's going to be able to hold down this location. You just never know.
we weren't as loud at this one as we were in the previous one, mostly because we didn't have guns. And giant
I
timber
feel like
trees
that's a
weren't
very
falling.
pointed jab at Hunter.
No, I also said falling trees.
And nothing. Well, and nothing's exploded this time. So
Did your horse explode again?
No, you didn't. You're dead.
Okay.
You've been
Yeah.
shanked by a
no,
fire
she was
goblin.
just stabbing people.
Nice.
All right. Well,
the horse was just stabbing people.
if the group is interrogating the goblin and there's stuff that we have to do anyway, Fallon would take the time to kind of do a fast tracked, but decommission the temple kind of thing.
While that's going on, we all have rope. I'll probably just need one other person's rope. I'll throw that above one of the supporting beams on the where the roof is, and I'll make like a hanging hold. It's not a noose because it's around like the arms and the
I
bodies to
was, I, I
restrain.
was gonna say when you said like rope around the support beam, it's just like a
Yeah,
noose.
I know. Not
Is
that.
this
It's
a
around the
threat?
arms and the body. I'm not gonna noose the couple. But yeah, it's just to keep him suspended in the air and restrained.
Okay.
No, not a noose.
That looks like a noose.
It's like
Looks a lot
Thor
like the same
Ragnarok.
artwork in this video that I watched. Yeah, it's like some artwork I watched in this video I watched recently.
Have you guys
Very
all seen
educational.
Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah, we've seen. Oh, okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where he's wrapped up in chain and he's spinning around.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I gotcha.
hog time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if okay, so what is everybody else doing? Like, are we gonna try to kill multiple birds at this location while this interrogation is going on, or are you guys done? Uh, like, what's up? Like, what are y'all doing? What's everybody else doing?
There's
Well,
also this building out here not explode.
yeah, Destiny. While they're hog tying the guy, and Fallon's doing whatever she's doing. Destiny will ask anyone if they want to go check out the other building.
And I'm outside, stealthily hiding, waiting to see if anybody's coming with an army.
Nice.
Well, I figured if I went to fight, There'd be nobody watching our ass.
Yeah.
Ro, what about you?
If you want, I can also give you something so you can help to get high ground. If you want to be on top of the church, get a better perspective.
Yeah, Destiny
Low
can
ground is fine.
shoot
for me.
himself up in any direction.
Okay.
I got pretty good stuff.
Yeah. Hunter would love that.
He was a good man. That Hunter Morgan.
Good guy. That's just the kind of man I was. It's a rich backstory.
Is the door unlocked?
So I guess
I guess
Ro
that.
will go with Destiny
Okay. Just wanted to
and
make
then
sure
take the unicorn with her.
who all
Avi.
was going before I opened the door. All right. Yes, it is unlocked.
Destiny will tell Ro about it and ask if she's ready. Send her the murder horse in.
Yep, that's why the unicorn's right behind you.
Destiny will just kind of jiggle the handle so it's like open.
Okay.
Stand to the side and push it open with his stick.
Okay.
It's rigged with explosives. There's so much C4 in that building.
This is where the money laundering and drug operation occurs.
Freaking knew it. That one clean.
No, it's pretty humble. It's pretty much where the caretaker of the shrine lived. It has very little beyond a bed, a writing desk, and a cooking pot.
Damn church folk.
There are 2 NPCs still alive and hiding here.
Destiny will tell him to come out of invisibility or he'll burn the place.
They're there. They are there. Just don't have tokens for them because all of the tokens are dead people right now.
These 2 people are, I guess, we found them.
We're okay.
Guys, they were just hanging out, you know?
We were just
Oh,
very
yeah.
sleepy.
Destiny will
It's like
ask
Batman. It's
her-
like you killed that guy. It's like, no, they're just sleeping.
Are you able to
Mhm.
walk?
Oh, it's actually my bad. It's actually 3. And if you want to write this down, I'll put this in the notes later. But it's actually 3 first level commoners.
Alright, 3.
So children?
No, commoners.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, ain't no children here.
Destiny will ask if they're able to move quietly.
They are.
We're all meeting up at the bar to get out of town.
The bar.
If you can sneak there.
That's so far from here. How? I don't know. We can't make it. Please don't leave us. Can we go with you? We'll be super quiet. And you see that one of them like
Sure.
has bells on his shoes.
I will kill you if you don't take off your shoes.
What a squeaker!
That's so good.
He takes them off. He's like, "What about my squeaker ducks?" He's got like, "What about my goblin whistle? Can I? Should I leave that here too?"
Why do you
You're definitely gonna leave that here.
keep the?
Do you have anything that sounds like a whippoorwill?
I have this rattle for the celebration. It's like a New Year's Eve rattle. Should I leave that?
It's not Maraca, but
What about the
we
splash
keep
bang?
the whistle.
It's like already lit. What should I do with
Got
the
these-
splash bang?
No,
Eat it.
we'll hold that flashbang for you. It'll be okay.
Okay, well hold this, And then
What
there's
about this one-man band equipment that I have?
Yes, there's a stick of dynamite that I thought was a candle. What should I do with this?
It looks just like Dick Van Dyke. He's got the bass drum and the cymbal and the harmonica, like everything connected to one. It's like, all right, I'll sneak right with you guys. Oh, that's great.
Okay. Back to Simfit. She's awake.
Awake, hanging there, arms bound. And I'll pull one of the pews over so I'm sitting down when she's there hanging.
Oh God.
What's her demeanor? Or what's their demeanor?
She is angry and wounded and yeah.
He'll speak in a very stoic way, stoic calm, saying like, there's no need to be hostile. We just want some information, and if this goes well, you can leave. And he starts rifling through one of his pockets, and he pulls out the picture of Reyna, if I remember that name correctly.
Okay, Reyna. Yeah.
Reyna.
A
Yeah.
picture? How do you have a picture of her?
Well, because of the dead drop.
Oh.
You suck.
Yeah. So no one else has seen this picture, and this is all.
Damn.
You've never seen anything like this.
Okay.
You guys could probably, if you're there in the room or if you're glancing and stuff, you'll see that it has a picture of this 5-leaf flower on it that's got blood red petals. But anyway, have you seen this woman? She usually resides around here, and we're a little surprised she's not here right now.
No. I came to this area and dispatched all my soldiers so that I could rip apart the sick superstitions assembled in this shrine and tear it down, all your colorful banners.
With that, Eden's he's gonna click his fingers, and there's gonna be a very sharp internal gut punch. Like, feel as if you're like the organs are just crunching inside as I do as I cast the spell internal damage, I think it's called.
Oh,
It's very on the nose. What's it
nice.
called? It is torturous trauma. So there is no external
Yeah.
wound, but internal is bludgeoning damage.
Wow. Okay, post it. That sounds
Ow.
freaking amazing.
I'll make a basic
Sounds painful
fortitude
and
save.
horrible.
Yeah. This is like horrendous period cramps, basically. To the point of like damage.
Bludgeoning, it's still bludgeoning damage, but you're declaring it to be non-lethal.
Yeah, I would its trait is non-lethal.
Okay.
So if you see its traits at the top, it's the second bar.
Yeah, non-lethal. Right. Okay. I'm gonna make it auto hit because she's basically bound. She immediately passes out. It was too much. It was over her. It was over her threshold.
It's up to you guys if you want to leave. There's a high chance she was probably lying. We can leave and she can just stay here hanging. It doesn't bother much. It doesn't bother Eden much.
Gag her first.
Do you want to take her with
I
us?
don't know.
Or just leave her
Is
here?
she unconscious after the internal wound
Yeah.
damage?
Yeah,
She's out.
Currently unconscious.
Should we gag her just to be safe anyway?
Are we taking her with or leaving her?
I think we can leave her. I just think gag her so she doesn't make a ruckus.
That's always like formula for like somebody to come back. and be like, I do a vendetta. But you don't want to kill somebody when they're unconscious, so
There's no honor in that
I
death.
mean, unless you're
In that death.
mercenaries or something.
Unless you're a trained killer that's been tasked.
but we're the good guys, right?
I'm
Question mark.
I'm not opposed to just leaving her here hanging and potentially having a recurring villain would be interesting. In that same sense, we have no idea where to go to find Reno. So we've searched all the major locations and she is far away.
That's not y'all's only problem.
There's also an army and a bridge. And our captain slash person is gone. There's a lot of problems right now.
Mm-hmm. What do you do, team? Let's go. Make a decision.
Destiny will
I thought we might get
ask
to the
the
bridge
people,
this episode.
and yeah, let's run.
Run.
Okay.
Fallon's done what she needs to do. She's ready to go.
Let's run like Hunter
Okay.
without the guns.
Do we burn down the building? Question mark.
Up to you guys.
I guess we just run as we'll leave her there hanging. I don't think we need to gag her. I guess we can. Sure, fuck it. It'll take 2 seconds.
Okay. So,
We'll use like a scrap of clothing. Or
of the
cube,
stuff that you
whatever.
got from this location, you do recognize one of the doodads, one of the religious symbols is, damn, where did it go?
Onto Larussa's?
Yeah, thank you. La Rosa's, yeah. It is here it is. It is the round ivory amulet engraved with Iristil's bow and arrow, holy symbol strung on a leather thong. You recognize it as the one that belongs to La Rosa. It was being left here to quote unquote recharge. Aside from the 3 people that were hidden in the shack, there are.
You're breaking up again.
All right. Aside from the 3 people saved in the shack, there are 4 provision points at this location.
Fallon will take those.
Does Fallon also want to hold on to this recharging holy symbol?
Do we need the holy symbol?
I would
Because
assume to
she's
give
kind of
back
happy to
to
leave
Liv.
everything behind.
I think it's just to give back to La Rosa or if we find her.
Sure. Fallon can hold on to that.
Can I do some kind of religion or something to find out anything about it?
100 feet
Yeah, but I
is-
already gave it to you. It's
I was meaning more along the lines of whether I could use it or not.
yeah, let's do a religion roll.
I would say 500 feet actually does do the whole village.
On this
Because
map
if
it
it's 3
appears
squares,
on this map it appears to, but this map is not to scale.
it has a ruler here.
Yeah, I know it does. It's not accurate because like throw that ruler up against something that would make sense, like a house or the bridge, and it kind of starts to lose its
It is like a 40-foot
Yeah.
long house.
Yeah. Okay. Bob. Ola.
Yeah.
It is. Hmm. Well, it's worth about 50 gold.
But you said quote unquote recharge.
It's not charged right now. That you're not sure what that means or what that does.
And we're leaving it behind, or we're taking it with us?
No, we're taking it with us. Nessa, you were closest to the altar, at least in canon story, trying to figure out what to do. You notice there's a little overlooked
Mhm.
alcove in which you find the following.
High Noon Hunter. Huh, I didn't know he was hiding there.
Holy shit.
What is an
What's left
Aegeus?
of me?
Hmm?
What does that mean in a Aegis of recovery?
Aegis of Recovery. Let's see if I wrote that down to myself.
And a wand, 21 charges. Ooh, that'd be nice.
I did not, so we're gonna have to look at that one up.
What's this? That's a lot of cure wound charges.
Yeah, the Wand of Light Cure Wounds is fantastic. I'm not sure what the Aegis of Recovery does. I didn't write that down.
Let's find out.
Takes ages for you to recover.
It takes ages, but you recover.
Aegis of Recovery. Wondrous item. +2 resistance bonus to all saving throws.
Whoa.
Made to recover from a certain effect, such as poison, disease, hold person, lingering damage. Does nothing against the initial save, just lingering.
Okay.
And then if you ever go to 0 hit points, the Aegis disappears and you get 2d8 healing +3.
Ooh,
Hmm.
that's like 5 HP.
You
Mhm.
might need to send me that because my typing skills were not that fast. But
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
yeah,
just send you
Fallon would have taken this.
I
Would I
believe
get
an
my
Aegis
hands
is like
on
a
the right
shawl.
one?
There you go. I sent you a picture of the description.
Thank you.
Would I be able to grab the 21 charged wand? Or is somebody else?
If
want
Nessa gives it to you because she found it. Excuse me.
Sorry, I was reading. Give who which the cure wounds wand?
Yeah.
Who wanted it?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Brad.
Different question. Fallon would know who would have the most healing potential of the group. Who is that?
Destiny. Well, Destiny has the best medicine check, and So he's been carrying all the med kits.
Okay. Then she would
So-
feel like he already has the ability to kind of heal, so she'd like to split it up to someone who does not have that.
Yeah, that would be like the best thing.
It's a breastplate or leather cloak. It's usually the description. I don't know if there's stats for that in Pathfinder. Let me find out.
I don't know. If Brad wants the wand, he can she'd pass it along to him.
Awesome. Thank you. Because I can handle a wand.
Insert penis joke here. Okay.
Hey,
All right. What are we doing?
I'm more mature enough.
Hold for
Yeah, running cl-
hold for dick joke. Okay. Um.
I
Corey,
would
can you slap your husband for me?
say-
Just like one of those
Hey,
like
I'm in
whack
another
the
room, but
on the
don't
outside of the
worry.
head.
Oh, hold on. I got this. I got
No,
this.
no, no. Don't do it. Ow. No. Okay, a bunch of orcs come over, and you're under. I'm like, ah!
I'm done.
Set upon for murder.
You
I'm killed.
Thank you.
because I love you.
Just took 1d3 slapping
What
damage.
could be? Would you say 500 feet kind of covers half of the town? Like it's roughly 1,000 feet across. It's like,
Let me paint.
isn't it like 2 football fields?
Let me paint a different picture for you. At this point, the time that it has taken for you to visit the 4 main locations, the enemy has had time to also disperse in greater numbers in general around the town, from the green. Moving from place to place has now become increasingly more difficult. Finding Reyna, even if you could get a sense of where she is within whatever the range of this spell is, it's not going to pinpoint her, and you would have to go house to house, door to door. And there are a lot of buildings, and there is stuff happening in every single building. And whether that's the majority of that is bad things, okay? The majority of that is going to be an encounter that is increasingly ramped up. So getting to each location, more dangerous. The events that occur at each location, more dangerous. And there's no guarantee that you find her. You may have to go to 5 houses. You may have to go to 10 houses before you find the one that she's in. It's possible, but it's going to get pretty nasty.
I reckon we need to stay stealthy around the buildings and go all the way back to the inn and across the river. We've run out of time to help too many other people.
I do agree. However, quick side note. Do we know where Nolan's house would be, considering we've been here for a couple of days?
Yeah, he was living in the shack.
He was in the shack. Fuck. She's not in the shack.
language.
Is that the love shack?
Darn it.
It was. It
What
was.
idea do
It
you
was
have?
Nolan's love shack. It absolutely was. He was
That is a
actually.
man of religion.
Hey, it's not that kind of love, my dude. It's the love of the spiritual. God, not everything's a dick joke, okay?
It's just full of weed. Everyone's getting high.
don't, don't be fooled. The majority of it is.
There's no
Should we
descriptors on my
head to the
note
park
where
now?
to go. Unless you guys have a different way of potentially finding her. I would like to fulfill my request, but if there is no way, then there is no way.
Well, I think we've been told about 3 times tonight that there's more and more troops coming. And I think it's getting to the point where we have to leave. Or suffer the wrath.
Ooh, 2 ideas. Destiny has just an idea to cause a distraction to make it easier for us to sneak. But any other ideas is good too. And that's his idea.
We can feel panic. Okay.
Ooh.
At the moment, while the bad guys are going through all the houses and clearing them out, there's still enough chaos for us to slip past the buildings if we're careful.
When we are ready to
How far? Oh, yeah, go.
when we're ready to run and sneak to the bar, Destiny says he'll get his little flame cat to run and get the attention of the people that are in the way. Because it has 5 HP, but if it dies, he can literally just make a new one right away. And
Oh, that's
yeah.
a construct, is it?
Sorry?
Familiar, I believe.
Is it a construct, is it?
No, flame familiar. He can either make a wind or a flame one. The flame one gives light, the wind one can disappear and be invisible.
Kind of cool. I want to be invisible. Your dragon, how far away can you use it? Or, like, does it have a limit of how far it can be away? Or is it just...
Sorry, you're asking me. I'm trying to look that up. I thought it was 150, but I don't remember. I remember a 5 for certain. Oh, nope, I was completely wrong. 15 feet. So yeah, that won't be as useful as I thought it was.
15, 150, what's the difference?
Only a factor of like
Math
10.
that I can't
They're
do
the same thing,
easily
right?
in my head.
You just add a 0.
135. That's the difference.
Ridiculous. The DM should totally let us do that. I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, like, do we just want to come back after and then maybe look around after everything's been raided? If that's even a possibility.
We can try, yeah.
Alright, let's make our way back to the tavern then. Stealthily.
Okay.
Yes.
Draw me a line.
Someone else want to draw the line?
That, and then go between these houses here. Right?
Okay.
So like that.
Okay. All right.
Do you
Everybody.
guys want to follow the expert or
Ooh.
roll individually? I think we're rolling individually.
Yeah. Do you have that handy? The follow the expert thing. That's a really good idea.
think it's just if you're walking, if you're doing the movement stuff, it's something you can suggest, and everyone just follows you.
Right, so that it's like it's not everybody's individual role, but it's
An educational walk.
If only Arcane was here, because he's the one that knows it more in depth than me.
I'm with you in spirit, my children.
follow
Well, can
the
your spirit tell me the
expert.
wording?
Here we go. I got it.
For the expert.
I got it. I got it. Archives of Nethys. Okay. It's a versatile activity that lets a PC who's lacking at a skill or exploration activity have a better chance to succeed. It provides a good way to help a character with a low stealth modifier sneak around, to get a character with poor athletics up a steep cliff, and so on. Usually a character who is following the expert can't perform other exploration activities or follow more than one person at a time. It's important that this doesn't become too rote. Let the players decide how one of them is helping out the other. The description can give you more to work with and add fun color to the exploration beyond just the mechanics. Also, if one PC helps another in the same way, over and over, that could be a sign of the character being helped growing in a particular way. If the rogue was helping the fighter avoid notice over and over, the fighter is essentially receiving training in stealth at that point and might want to consider taking or retraining a skill increase to make that true. Connections like these can breathe life into the characters and their relationships, and it can promote camaraderie and interactions between characters.
Yeah, because I'm a dust walker, I have certain advantages in shadows and so on with my stealth.
Okay.
They're not teachable.
Okay.
I can teach other areas of it, but not that.
So I think we are just all individually rolling instead of just following one person as of right now, as 3 of us have rolled.
Yep. Gotcha.
Can I have Flinka distracting in case someone like gets really low?
What would that look like?
Like the little flame cat would be like sticking by Destiny until we see like an enemy, and if someone like steps at a branch or something, I'd have a cat just like kind of rapidly run, causing noise to make the enemy look away.
Okay.
And maybe draw a tap or two. If it dies, Destiny would know and be able to just summon it back instantly.
Okay. Ben, give yourself a hero point for the follow the expert idea. Even though nobody went for it, it was a good idea and a use of the rules, which I appreciate. And give me a D8.
Gives me 3 points for it. And I reroll my stuff. D8, D8, D18. 7. You've been rolling very high on these D8s, and I don't know if I like that or not.
Yeah. Okay.
2 for 27.
7. About halfway through, so somewhere over here in this area, maybe between the streets, you run into a patrol consisting of 2 bugbears.
Who?
2
2
bugbears. Nice.
bugbears.
Can we
I
tell
know
them
they're
what
bears that are basically like bugs. Okay. Are we just gonna jump them, or are we gonna use Dasani's distraction? How would you guys want to go about this?
they've seen us and we're in combat, or we're stealth?
About to be in combat?
About to be in combat.
Distance?
Um, You're on the same street, so this would take place house to house between the houses over here, either in the street or between the houses or maybe in somebody's backyard.
I'm not opposed to just shanking them, but we can run.
Like the longer we're here, the more dangerous it is for the people in the bar getting ready to escape.
We do also have 4 people following us. Or 4?
3.
No, 3. Maybe it's my time to make another heroic sacrifice and draw them away. Like my inspirational figure, person who's taught me so far in this guild, in this party. Do you guys? What would you guys like to do?
We're always going to kill 2 people.
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I was distracted by reading what Katrushi actually look like and can do.
Monstrous creatures.
It was not what I read the first go around. It is not what I pictured at all. I'm going to have to like tweak that because I don't want her to look rhinoceros-like. I had a very specific idea in mind.
I
So-
think it's cool. I just think it's not what you were going for. It's cool though.
It's not what I was picturing. It's cool in the way that turtles were cool, like humanoid animals, like that. It is neat, but it's not what I pictured at all, and it's kind of throwing me for a loop.
I like the idea. It's like Shallow Hal, where Hunter finally joins back up with you guys eventually, and he puts his glasses on and he sees you completely different. Like instead of being a beautiful like tiefling elf-looking woman, you're just this huge rhinoceros creature. Like, I need to get these things readjusted.
Well, you also say you're like you
This
do
was me the
Sailor
whole
Moon
time. What are you talking about?
things. I'm just imagining this rhino human doing Sailor Moon transformations.
Oh, I love
Well,
it
I was
so
thinking
much.
it's like, oh, we borrowed the magic water from the Greek campaign, from the Dragon Lords campaign.
Yeah.
PTSD, nobody knows that.
Unless otherwise, I think let's shank these and then make a run. Our distractions did not go well last time, and we seem to be much better at combat than running things.
Are we still near the church? Is burning a building as a distraction still on the table? Something we want to do and/or do?
Oh, sure. Before burning a building randomly was bad.
I didn't say it
But
was
no, we're,
bad.
like,
I said it was an option.
I mean, it would have been more of an option or a better option before the encounter started, but you're actually in an encounter at the moment, so you could, but it would be during combat. You guys are over here where Boose's cat character is, and these are the bugbears.
You're a bugbear.
Are the rest of the armies in the middle, or
Yep.
how exposed are we to being seen by others?
I've said that you guys are either between houses or in somebody's backyard, so there you have a little bit of privacy as far as not being seen. Being heard, that's a different story. Depends on how loud the battle is.
Okay.
I agree. Go to the inn. These are in between us and the inn.
Yeah.
No, you've like come upon
Right.
them. Like it's this is the encounter that this is happening.
This is our obstacle.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
You've encountered these things.
Like-
They're either you're either going to get a free like re-roll your stealth and get a free surprise action, or they're going to get a surprise action on you, and we're going to combat.
It's like bumping into your ex-wife around the corner of a grocery store.
I'll pull my whip out and attack the nearest one.
So sneak attack, we'll shoot them or whatever, while they haven't noticed us just yet.
So re-roll your stealth against their perception.
I'll pull out my heavy crossbow. That's how I'll be. Yeah, I'll be shooting. Critical. 27.
Okay.
Holy crap.
You bastard!
So,
Can I use a hero point to reroll theirs?
I mean, that's a nat 20. You can re-roll your attack, but they see you. It's not going to be a. It's not a sneak attack.
Yes.
Would I? So me and the bugbear both critical. What does that mean? What does that entail?
It's your-
I think we're going to play it like this. You guys are on one side of the road. You look ahead to where you're going to go next. It looks clear. You start to run, but there's a bunch of you. And before the last person makes it across, and let's just say for flavor that's you, Ben, they round the other corner of the house. And you draw instinctively and shoot. They see you. They don't have time to respond. So it'll still be a hit and an attack, but I think it would lack the sneak attack feature.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be flat-footed. What's
Right.
It's all good.
And you also
Okay.
notice, let me get initiative rolled up here.
Oh, it caught me way off guard.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll just use a hero point. That's a smart thing to do that on.
Initiative for that one. These are not a group. In other words, they act independently for reasons that may present themselves later, and they have their own turns.
Does a 21 hit?
Which one are you aiming at?
Are they similar? If so, whichever one's peeking the corner first.
Okay. They are similar as in they are both bugbears, but without a roll and an action to look into their differences, you don't know.
Then whichever one crosses first.
Okay. So I will just say that one's this one. And the amount was a 21 to hit.
21 to hit, 10 damage.
That's a hit. For 10 damage.
Bonk.
Let me get some of this out of the way here. Okay.
We are nearly done with the session, and combat usually does go for a while. Do we want to leave this until next session? Or?
No, let's go. We'll go 15 minutes and see where that leaves us. Just get
I'm not on the
his.
list. I think you have to put your character on the map because I don't see your character on here.
Yes.
Because like my character's currently underneath Caboose's, and then so I had to make a new one so I could roll initiative because I couldn't press mine.
Or you could just ask Caboose to move his character.
Or I could not impose on you and just make a new token. That takes 2 seconds.
Yeah, but if you delete that character, you delete yourself.
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
That's how we
Hunter
do.
supports this method.
All right. Okay. So I'm
So we're
ready.
missing
What was the damage? One more time.
Row. 10.
10.
Just
Okay, thank you.
cheeky 10 damage. We're missing Brad and Row.
Initiative?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to find
We're
mine.
gonna find the remains of a burnt out cactus when we go scavenging through here again.
So my initial one was 15 and now 14, but I'm still not seeing me on there.
I got you.
Did you click your token?
Yeah, you have to click on your token first. I got you.
Oh, my dude?
Mm-hmm. I got you. You're in.
Oh.
I didn't click on mine.
And now just Brad.
There's so many tokens now on the map. Move yourself around a little bit so I can key in on you.
I don't know where I am.
You might not even be on this map yet.
Yeah, I don't think you have put a token on this map, Brad.
Yeah.
So-
Every time we go to a new map, Brad, you'll have to drop your token on there.
Ah, okay. That's what I didn't do.
Yeah, putting on bodies on map layer. Then we just click ours.
We've killed a lot of this army. Like, we've killed 20 guys so far, I think.
More like 50, but yeah.
I mean, just keep
50.
going.
Definitely
You guys can take them all,
It's not
probably.
been 50.
No, because, like, what? 3, 1, 6.
Yeah. Gary, how many's in a battalion, real quick? Go ahead, just roll off the numbers real fast.
Not modern day battalions, by the way.
Hundreds.
Yeah,
Plural.
let's go. Yeah, let's go Legion cohort size. Please go ahead.
Okay.
Maybe we should invade the tower.
Hey, it's 21. That'll do me.
All right. Is that
Yeah,
Can
everybody?
you imagine?
Wait.
By the way, we're
I
just
found
level 1.
myself.
We haven't leveled up at all, Chad. And I assume that's not until after the village, so we're doing pretty good, I think.
All right. So this one goes first.
The one I just shot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ben, you're right there in front of it. Dark-furred creature raises a spiked morning star, its tiny milk-white eyes glittering with the thrill of the coming kill. Roll
Sexy.
a will save.
Will be a critical.
Okay. You are not intimidated.
Oh yeah, another thing. So if anybody is really good with intimidation, you guys can use the demoralize ability, and you can try to demoralize the enemy.
I'm guessing a
I
22
think it gives
is
them like
gonna
the
hit.
or something.
Intimidation, I'm shit.
Anyone
an
got like
idea.
cutting words or anything? Yes, that hits.
I got
Okay.
+5 on mine. That's enough.
How much damage? 7? Ooh. Okay. You see a bunch of sap dripping from Eden.
Is it coming off of you like sweat?
Like
Or assuming
blood.
you had pores to sweat?
Like
Ah,
blood.
interesting.
No, it's more like blood. And the second one misses.
Okay. He
Oh no.
shoves you.
He would have had to move because I shot him with the crossbow. So there would have been at least some range.
I mean, on this map here,
I know the map wouldn't be able
yeah,
to show that.
we're playing a little loose with the distance right now, but um, you're right. He would have had to move up and swing twice, so that's the end of his. All right, that's back to you.
I will drop the crossbow on the ground. What I believe is a free action to just drop my weapon.
Yes.
And then cock my two fists, and I'm ready to start brawling. And I'll shove some arcane energy into my first punch. What would be 13, but
Okay.
I don't think hits.
You catch him square on the jaw, and he's got these fang teeth, top and bottom, that kind of stick out over his lips when his mouth is closed. He cracks back, looks back at you, kind of opens his mouth, and kind of tries to like readjust a little bit, and then yells and growls at you. No damage.
But does it hit or does it not hit?
No. Miss.
Okay. Seeing the first one doesn't, I will finish with my second hit. What is a 4? So both miss. And then my last action is the scarf that I'm wearing. I won't be using it as a weapon, but I will use it as a dueling cape as I sweep it over my arm. So it's a +1 to AC.
Okay.
Ooh. Matador.
That's good.
That was also another thing I bought, was a dueling cape.
Damn.
You get a lot of spending money.
All
Note
right,
to self, I need to give that to the next guy that Horus fights.
Brad.
Dueling cave.
Brad.
Yeah, just +1 to AC.
Yeah, my turn, is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll move up a little bit and engage with my whip.
That's a miss.
Ah, damn. Can I use my hero point?
Uh-huh. Okay.
I think a 20 is a little bit better.
Yeah. Which one are you about? This one? In front of you?
Yes.
Okay. That is a hit. 3 damage.
3 damage. Slashing.
All right. A move, a hit, and another hit. So you're done?
He's only done 1 hit. That was just a reroll with the hero points. So he
Oh,
still has 1 more action.
Right. Move, action. Right. One more action.
Okay, I'll move to flank him, hoping that somebody else will move up in front of him.
Okay.
And that'll do for me.
All right. Bose.
Did we want to tell like Jet and them to start running before we get there, or no?
They're very... Oh, do you mean with your Whisper on the Winds?
Yeah,
Ooh.
but one
We
move.
should-
Maybe. If it's not that much of a dependence on what you can do right now. Like, obviously, this stuff is a lot more pressing, but if you can.
You know, yeah. It would use Whispery Wind to Jet and tell her to start sneaking everyone past the bridge if it's safe. Don't exert themselves.
Okay.
And then he'll
Can you
attack.
also ask if they would know where Raina is? Because they could respond.
Yeah.
She replies that she'll go check, and she does not know.
16 to hit, 8 to damage.
Miss.
Alright. And then my little flame buddy. Do you want me to roll a D1?
Oh yeah, yep.
Nope.
No. You round a couple corners and get ahead of him, or he gets a little bit behind, and at some point he has melded into the wall somewhere and found his way, hopefully back to the dimension he came from.
Nice. Alright, yeah, that's the end of his turn.
Damn. Okay. That's probably for the best because I'll tell you why later.
Sorry, Tammy, am I flanking this creature?
No, there's nobody in the other
No.
spot.
I got him here and me here.
Yeah, one of you would have to sidestep 5 feet.
Works on straight lines, not diagonals.
That's right.
Nessa, your go.
Okay. Well, Nessa's gonna move there, so she should get flanking. Do we roll for advantage?
For flanking, no, it does. It modifies their AC, makes them a little easier to hit.
Oh, okay. All right. So do I? Mm, Well,
What was
one attack.
even with flanking? That's not going to do it.
All right. Well, 2 attack.
That's not going to do it worse.
Well, I tried. Okay. I think that's all I can do.
Yep.
Eden has jinxed us. a little bit,
Foughty. All
saying
right.
that we would.
Boost. This guy's turn now, and the reason it's probably better that your little guy found his way on his own
Flanked out.
is he has this spell-like ability. All right. He, seeing and knowing that he has been flanked, is going to move up and flank Ben.
Ah,
Oh, what a flanker.
Yep, they can do that too.
Damn flanker.
Okay. Oh boy.
Miss.
Ben can take him. Ben's a beast.
Miss. And that's his turn, thankfully.
Wow, man. I was nervous there. Okay.
You're nervous. His fucking damage is how much HP I have left. His
Mhm.
minimum damage.
Yeah. You saw that too, right? Okay.
You should probably heal.
Row.
I'll get on that. As soon as I get a chance.
AC is
See if we can get to this first round before we're out of time. Row. Karina.
Oh no.
Okay, stand by.
Stand by your computer.
Anyway, mayhaps Eden has jinxed us by saying we were
Sorry.
doing too well.
My mute works really good. Sorry. Okay. So I've been talking to you guys like this whole time, and that explains a lot. Okay. So I'm gonna get this guy the 2225. We're gonna go ahead and do a little. We're gonna do the catapult backpack. So let's do that real quick.
Which target? The one on the left or the right?
The one on the right
Okay.
of Ben.
That's a miss.
Oh, fudge muffins and popsicle sticks. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and try again.
Not with a backpack, you can't. That takes a minute to
Oh,
reload.
I cannot. It does. I'm not close enough to do melee, so I'm gonna give my other two movements to Stabby. I'm gonna move him. We're gonna move him up here,
Jurassic Park.
and he's going to stab them. No, the usual with the fun stuff, right?
That
Does that do anything?
is a miss.
Holy fuck.
Ugh. He's right there. How could he miss?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna
Embeds.
do 2 more times
It
then.
embeds in his shield. He's like, "Dong, dong, 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 dong." Also a miss.
Special effects in gaming.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh wait, he still has one more.
Didn't you move? You moved and shot twice?
Oh shoot. Fine.
Yeah, action
I don't know why I
economy,
can't remember that, but okay.
baby. Okay. That is where we will end it for tonight, folks. Somebody
With a bunch of misses?
do yourselves a favor and spend an action, one of your actions, to look at these guys because they are very different, as I think you just saw when trying to attack the second one on the right. Yeah, I thought we were going to make it to the bridge tonight, but encounters happened. Before we leave, you get a message back from who did you reach out to? Jet? You get a message back from Jet. Hey, I went and peeked. There's something on the bridge. And it sounds like the message was cut off in mid-message. Like she just broke her concentration or something. That's all you get.
Okay. Well, Jeff's dead.
Who's dead?
That's not.
Oh, Jet.
Jeff's
Jet.
dead.
Jet's dead.
Jet's dead, baby. Jet's dead.
We don't know that.
Dead jet.
We don't know.
we
We don't
know.
know about Jet. We don't know about Reyna. We don't know about Hunter.
Which one's Hunter again?
Oh! Oh, right.
Next time on Let's See Who Dies.
Yeah, you can slip.
Our prickly friend. Okay. Any questions before we depart?
I think. No, I'm good.
I love you guys, and this was awesome.
Gonna
Great
be
playing, like always. Very fun.
Great game.
See
Awesome.
everybody again next week.
See y'all Wednesday.
see you all Wednesday.
You win.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Monday.
Yeah.
Bye.